Live. Welcome, everybody, to Play-by-Play with Dr. Delay. I, of course, am Dr. Delay. And welcome to another edition of some baseball, Pirates baseball, as the Cincinnati Reds take on the Pittsburgh Pirates in the final game of the series. Hello there, Trisk. Thank you, as always, for stopping by. You are indeed a legend. The Reds, of course, winning yesterday by a score of 2-1. They really needed that one, of course. Again, they had lost the two games, the first two games of the series, so they're looking for the series tie. They are 61-57. The Pirates 51-67. And you know what? I just forgot that I forgot to reload the standings, so it shouldn't take too long. All right, I believe the Mets did lose yesterday, so they are losers of 6 in a row. So that's really good news for the Reds. They are 1-9 in their last 10. Of course, again, the Reds winning yesterday. So I believe they're only, 2.5 back? Yeah, they're only 2.5 back of the last wild card spot. Again, just over 40 games left, so plenty of time for the Reds to catch up. Let's see here. In the Giants, they lost yesterday. The Cardinals, so pretty much, again, the Reds looking pretty good. Winning yesterday, a lot of teams losing in the NL wild card race. So we shall see how today's game will go. The Pirates starting, well, let's start off with the Reds, actually. They'll be batting first. Friedel is playing center. Lux is at second. Dela Cruz at short. Andujar is DHing. Hayes in left. That is not Brian Hayes. Marte in right. Steer at first. Trevino is catching. And Brian Hayes is at third. Of course, starting for the Reds is, I believe this is Zach Littell. Littell with a 9-8 record, 3.46 ERA on the year, whip of a 1.10. So, last 7 games, I guess he was just acquired because he hasn't really done much for the, he's acquired at the trade deadline. Okay, that would make more sense. As a Ray, 3.58. As a Red, 1.29. Again, only one start, but it was very good. Let's see here. Starting lineup for the Pirates is going to be Spencer Horwitz at first, Tommy Pham in left, Brian Reynolds is DHing, O'Neill Cruz in center, Nick Gonzalez at second, Jack Sawinski in right, Jared Triolo at short, Henry Davis at catcher, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He'll be playing third. Base. Interesting. I don't know why. I guess Triolo, I don't know. I feel like Triolo should be playing third, but it is what it is. Mike Burrows will be the pitcher for the Pirates, not Joe Burrow, Mike Burrows. He is a 1-4 record, 4.45 ERA, 1.29 on the season. Been pretty consistent. Last 7 games, 4.45. Last 15, 4.45. So that's pretty much what he is, at least for this year. Let's go Bucks. Yes, we need it. Bad enough ERA to have a great game against the Pirates. Well, I mean, again, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Again, thank you very much for joining in. Hopefully it'll be a good stream. Hopefully the Pirates win. But again, I guess you never know what could happen. As we're looking at the field right now, I see a young man on the field. He is at first. So I don't know if there'll be a delay or not. That would be so unfortunate. That would be so unfortunate. But again, folks, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, definitely do it. Again, been here since opening day. As it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a delay here, so they are just now throwing out the pitch, the guest, the first pitch there. So it'll be a few more minutes. That is so unfortunate. Would have started the stream a little bit, later, but oh well. Such is life. And again, as always, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you'd like. I do try to read as many comments as possible. So I'm just checking over some things real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, we are still awaiting for them to, again, they have taken the field, but they are not really practicing. So it'll be a few more minutes. Again, the Reds, they're trying to stay alive. It's really, kind of a Reds thing. The Pirates are just kind of, we're playing baseball just because we have to. It's on our schedule. But the Reds, they are still fighting for that last wild card spot. Possibly again, plenty more games left, but they could still move up. In that spot, they could get it. They can get the first, second. You've been there. You understand how baseball works. It's going to be pretty hard though to catch the Brewers. The Brewers have just been on fire, and actually the Pirates again will be playing the Brewers starting tomorrow, and I believe it's a 3-game series. So I'm sure I'll be there, of course, catching a few games. I actually don't know what the schedule's going to look like for me this week, but of course I'll be on here every single night. So definitely subscribe again if you haven't already done so for some play-by-play with Dr. Delane. Of course, I'll definitely get in plenty of Pirates games. As again, we'll be playing the Brewers, the red-hot Brewers. I don't know. I feel like, hey, since the Brewers have been so good, they've won 8 in a row. I think the Pirates might take a few. Okay, looks like we are actually getting ready for first pitch. I don't know. I didn't see any warm-up, as that's going to be way over the catcher Davis for ball 1. 96 miles per hour that hit the backstop. Okay, maybe they were showing footage of what happened earlier. I don't know. TJ Friedl is stepping up, of course, again. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. He is batting .274. OPS of 770, 10 homers, and 38 RBIs. Trisk hates the Brewers. Well, we'll probably be doing Pirates-Brewers, so I'm very sorry. Here is the 1-1. That is in the dirt, ball 2. So 2-1 count here to TJ Friedl, of course, again from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvanians seem to do very well against the Pirates. As here is the 2-1. That's going to be hit left, and that is going to go foul. For the series, he is 2 for 10 with a walk. Does have an RBI, and he was hit by a pitch yesterday. So 2-2 count. As Burrows steps back on the mound. Burrows kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 97 out of the zone. Friedl chases. And that will bring up Gavin Lux. Batting .276, OPS of 735. 4 homers and 42 RBIs on the season. As Burrows delivers. That's going to be hit to right. Sawinski at the warning track makes the catch for out number 2. Lux gave it a ride. Lux is 5 for 12 in the series, make it 5 for 13. And that will bring up Ellie De La Cruz, 1 down, 26 to go. That is that is the correct mindset to have. De La Cruz is batting .276, OPS of 819, 19 homers, and 73 RBIs on the season. As Burrows sets and fires. Swing and a miss. A strike 197 on the fastball. De La Cruz is 2 for 12 in the series. He has been nullified. So he's kind of due for a performance today. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Chasing way out of the zone. 89 on the changeup. 0-2 to De La Cruz. Here is the 0-2. Swing and a miss, chasing out of the zone. He struck him out. A really good inning for Burrows as we head to the bottom of the first. Your score is 0-0. How many stolen bases? I didn't actually see it. Let me double check. That's a very good question, Trisk. Let me get you that information. 30 stolen bases on the season. As far as against the Pirates, 0. But yeah, 30. He is pretty good. Oh, are you talking about Cruz? No, well, you're talking about both, actually. All right, for Cruz, we'll get to him in a moment. I'll go ahead and click on his stats here. He is 34, leading the NL. Give me a sec. Do apologize if you can't really hear me when I put the mic down. This mic, again, is not that good. I just need to speak louder and clearer, I guess. He is leading the NL, yes, as you can see. Well, yeah, there we go. Jose Caballero, with 35 in the, of course, that's the AL, but in the NL, Cruz is still leading. Once again, folks, if you haven't already done so, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Got a lot of baseball on this channel. This is game number 101, so if you're worried about me just doing this as a one-off, no, I've been here. Again, YouTube finally somewhat showing me some love here when it comes to baseball. Kind of pushing me a little bit. So again, thank you guys so much for stopping by and clicking on this live stream. But a super thank you if you're able to press that like button and subscribe button. I'm assuming we're going to be returning after this commercial. Yep, we are. Zach Littell is going to be, again, the pitcher for the Reds. 9-8 record, 3.46 ERA, whip of a 1.10. His one start for the Reds against the Cubs, win. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. So very good as a Red. Can he keep it going against the Pirates? We shall see as Spencer Horwitz steps in. That is in there for a called strike. Horwitz batting .263 on the season, OPS of 721, 5 homers and 32 RBIs. Littell sets and delivers. That is outside for ball 1. Spencer Horwitz on the series is, let's see here, that is 3 for 11 with 2 walks. Here's the pitch. That is way inside for ball 2. RFK pulling just a random salute there to the Colts for some reason. I don't know why. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That is going to be low for ball 3. RFK pulling and cheering for the Indianapolis Colts. Definitely going to be a long year for him. 3-1. Littell sets on the 3-1. Kicks and deals. Horwitz pops it up. Shallow right. Lux is calling it off and squeezes the glove to make the catch for out number 2. All right, that'll bring up Tommy Pham. He's batting .268. OPS of 715, 5 homers, 33 RBIs. He has cooled a little bit as of late. He was indeed the best player of baseball for about a month, but in the last week, OPS of 656. Here's the pitch. Chopper to third. Hayes has it and throws to first for out number 2. All right, 2 away here in the bottom of the first. That will bring up Brian Reynolds, batting .239, OPS of 683, 11 homers and 56 RBIs. For the series, he is 4 for 12. Had an 0 for yesterday, though. I got to catch up on what these guys are saying as Littell delivers. Ground ball to first. He's going to take it himself to the bag for out number 3. Nothing doing for either teams in the first inning. So we end at the top of the second. Maybe we'll see something there. 0-0 is your score. Just ate at a piece of buffet and mac and cheese. That sounds actually pretty good, RFK. I'm not going to lie. I don't think O'Neill Cruz last stolen base. Oh, yeah, I don't think he has. You're right. He was been stuck around 30. Yeah, you're correct. He'll go 29. Yeah, it's hilarious. Cincinnati Reds are 2 games behind. Yes, we were talking about that earlier. Christopher, again, thank you for stopping by as always, man. I really do appreciate you. Yeah, no, the Reds, 2.5 games back of the Mets. Again, the Mets are struggling. Just 1-9 in their last 10. Yep, right there, 1-9. The Reds, again, 2.5 games back. So they are looking to take advantage of the struggling Mets. Definitely making some ground on it. Again, I think this is going to be pretty exciting finish to the year. Of course, maybe not for us Pirates, but maybe you Reds fans can enjoy it. The mac and cheese pizza wasn't good. Oh, well, that's disappointing. It sounds good. It sounds good on paper. Do it for the Reds will be Andujar, Hayes, and Marte. Again, we'll try to get some Trisk on here in the later down the road, but he is a busy guy as he is working many, many hours away from here. And once again, folks, if you do like sports. This is the channel for you. If you have not already subscribed, definitely subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. A lot of baseball here, a lot of football. Hopefully, I see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. I just haven't really decided if I'm doing Pirates-Brewers yet. I will be doing Pirates-Brewers this series. I just don't know if Monday I'll be doing it or not. Definitely doing the Wednesday game. I just don't know if I'm doing Monday and Wednesday or Tuesday and Wednesday. I could do them all. I could, in theory. I really could. Have had a lot of success as of late with the Pirates, so I might keep that going. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball one. Andujar batting .299, OPS of .770, 6 homers and 27 RBIs on the season. As Burrows kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that is going foul. 13 is not here. I think he has departed. 1-1 counts. Andujar, the former Pirates, facing Burrows, kicks and deals. That is going to be inside. No, it actually hit him. It was indeed way inside. Tried to back up, but could not avoid it. So Andujar getting hit, yep, right there on the forearm. That will bring up Austin Hayes. He's batting .256, OPS of .763, 10 homers and 44 RBIs. He is 1 for 12 in the series. Reds pitcher Hunter Green returns. Oh, okay, he's returning in the Philly series. I gotcha. Yeah, that should be a good series. Thoughts on the Lions and Falcons running out the clock? No problem with it, really. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. No problem with it at all. That's preseason. I don't really know the severity of the injury. I do know he was down for a while. I think that's kind of a... yeah, I don't know. I have no problem with it. Here's the 0-1. That is upstairs, ball one. I know the DeMar Hamlin thing kind of changed a lot with, how things are going to be handled as far as major injuries. So, yeah, I don't know. 1-1. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Now, if it was a regular season game, it would be different. That would be definitely different. But again, they've already demonstrated that they're going to probably call the game. So I don't know. Multiple seizures. Oh, wow. Jeez. 1-2 count. Yeah, that's definitely scary. Burrows sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be popped foul. I just don't know. That's a tough one. Hayes again, 1-2 count here as we're looking at the booth. That's usually what happens whenever a team is out of the playoff race. They're going to cut to the booth a lot during the broadcast. So definitely don't like the sound of that. Looks like Hayes did call for time. What was your thought on Jacksonville Jaguars? I couldn't believe it, Christopher, man. That was I saw the highlights as Burrows sets on the 1-2, kicks and fires. Chopper, and that is going foul. That was a crazy kick. 70 yards, just smashing the NFL record, which of course it won't count, but man, that is wild. Still don't know. I think they're adding helium to the ball. I mean, there's no way. They're adding something to it. I mean, I understand the kickers are bigger, as that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Hayes. Again, I do apologize. They're cutting a lot to the booth, so I'm seeing the action as the ball is arriving at the glove. So stupid. It's like they think we're here to watch Joe Block and Matt Capps. You know what? Would have loved to see Matt Capps back in 2008, but you know what? It's 2025, as that's going to bring up Noelvi Marte, batting .277, OPS of .802, 7 homers and 29 RBIs. Burrows delivers. That is in there for a called strike. If it was regular season, they would probably reschedule or play. I agree. They'd probably reschedule. He went 3 for 4 yesterday. All of them were doubles. He's 3 for 8 in the series. He's had a really good series. Of course, all his hits were coming yesterday. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball almost hits him. So he had to get out of the way there. Ball one. just when we thought we were free from Justin Tucker. Yeah, honestly. Might have ourselves the next Justin Tucker on the field version. 1-1 count. Burrows sets and fires. That is low for ball 2. So 2-1. We're not adding anything to it. They have more opportunity. I'm talking about the footballs. I'm talking about the actual footballs. So 2-1 count. Burrows sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the only reason I say that is because I think it was, the 2014 World Cup? I'm not saying they added helium, but we were watching it. Obviously, then the goal kicks, they were going very high. They were like floating. That's not how it used to be. So we were thinking, well, now that the kickers are kicking so much farther. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Marte. And keep in mind, again, the kickers, they have their kicking balls. They are different. They have a K on them. They are literally different than the actual footballs that they use for every play. All right, that'll bring up Spencer Steer. He's batting .237, OPS of .686, 13 homers, and 50 RBIs. Burrows delivers. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Steer is batting. For the series. Well, I couldn't tell you. They already took off. No, never mind. Okay, he's 2 for 8 in the series. My bad. My apologies. 0-1 count. Burrows sets and fires. That's in there for a called strike. 0-2. Yeah, footballs aren't having anything. I mean, that's what you think, RFK. I don't know. We'll see. James, how's it going? Hey, you're good, man. Like I said, I'm just entertainment. You can turn me off at any time. If you got things to do, you got things to do. I'm just here to call this game. I appreciate you, of course, for hanging out as we're talking about footballs. 0-2 count. Burrows sets. Still set. Kicks and deals. Way upstairs for ball 1. 1-2 count. Anyone but SVG or Bubba. Maybe I'm missing something here, Hammer. I do apologize. Thank you, of course, for stopping by. 1-2 count. Burrows rocks. Burrows sets. Burrows kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back. And the count will remain at 1-2. Right? Hey, appreciate you. Really do. As long as I'm doing an okay job, that's all that matters. 1-2 count. Runner on first. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Burrows rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to short. Triolo tosses to second for the force for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Nothing doing for either team. It's 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Sorry, wrong chat. Oh, okay. I'm like, what happened? What happened? I don't understand. Once again, folks, if you haven't done so already, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. A lot of turnout for this series, so definitely pretty exciting. Thank you guys for again clicking on this live stream. Again, been doing this since opening day, so if you like baseball, if you like football, definitely subscribe to the channel. Plenty more where this is coming from. Currently happening across Major League Baseball. The Royals lead the Twins 1-0 in the bottom of the third. Zeros in Baltimore in the top of the second. Marlins and Braves tied at 0 apiece. Astros leading the Yankees 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Angels and Tigers 0-0 in the bottom of the first. And that is it. I guess there's no Roku game today. I know the Pirates have a Roku game later. I'm going to figure out how to get Roku on my Xbox here. I think there's an app. I was told about it, but I just don't know how it will work. I'm a boomer when it comes to technology. And if you're an actual boomer here, I do apologize. But hey, you guys don't exactly, you need help with the remote. Hey, that's kind of me. That's kind of me. Texans get Jalen Mills. I guess he just signed there. Interesting. All right, let's see what's happening in the preseason game. Kind of interested to see if Quinn Ewers is going to be playing. I'm pretty sure he will. And that is it. Not much happening there. 2 was 5 for 627. You know, the starters this preseason have been just a lot of short passes, I guess. All right, we're working our way back to PNC, where the Pirates and the Reds are tied at 0 apiece. Oneil Cruz is at the plate. Batting .207, OPS of .706, 18 homers and 50 RBIs as Littell delivers. Swing and a miss, strike one. Twins is the rookie. Oh, I guess it didn't start as early as it normally does. Like, they're starting at what, like 11 o'clock Eastern sometimes? That's what I thought it was. 0-1 counts as Littell delivers. That is low for ball one. Nick Johnson wants the Reds to win. We'll see. They did win yesterday, Nick. 1-1 count. Thank you, of course, for stopping by. Littell delivers. That is outside for ball two. Zach Wilson is fun in preseason. I guess. I guess he is. I don't know. I just realized I don't have my hat on. My hair is probably terrible today. We're going to go ahead and put a hat on after this. Here is the 2-1. That is low for ball three. Now everyone's looking at my hair. I need a haircut. It's too long. I'm also, I don't know. I just don't like my hair. 3-1 count. Put this on after this. Littell sets and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that is going foul. They made ESPN 8 free to watch. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there was an ESPN 8. What the heck? 3-2 count. Here to Oneil Cruz. Cruz is 2 for 11 in the series. 2 RBIs. As Littell sets, kicks, and fires. Chopper to second. Lux has it. Tosses to first for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. Batting .277, OPS of .726, 5 homers and 19 RBIs. Is 2 for 9 in the series. As Littell delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going foul. They have dodgeball, spike. Okay, so stuff that I don't really think I'd watch. Okay. And by I don't think, I mean I know I wouldn't watch. 0-1 here as Littell sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss, 84-mile-per-hour breaking ball. That one had a lot of movement. 0-2 count. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Why? I'm trying to clear that, and it just, whatever. 0-2 count here. I'll do it later. Littell sets, kicks, and fires. That is low for ball one. Some bald guys allowed. Yeah, right. Thank you, Michael, for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. I don't know. I'm just self-conscious. I only wear hats on stream. I actually don't wear this at all, as that's going to be low for ball two. I do not wear hats, but yet life has stressed me out, man. It has stressed me out. So I've noticed the hair just like slowly receding. It's like, no, you can't do that. Luckily, I'm not, looking pretty bad. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to second, and that's going to get through for a base hit as Lux was playing more towards the second base bag rather than the traditional spot. So Gonzalez with the first hit of the game for either team. And that'll bring up Jack Suwinski. Batting .108, OPS of .472, 2 homers and 4 RBIs on the season. For the series, he is 0 for 7. As Littell sets and delivers. That is low, but that's called a strike. 0-1. Why does Nightbot do that? It does it in like, I don't know. I can change it. Here's the 0-1. That is outside for 1-1. Was your mom's dad bald? Was he? Actually, I don't remember. Shoot. I don't think so. I think he had a full head of hair. 1-1 count. Littell sets. Looks over at first. Looks over again. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So I don't know. I don't think he was. It has been forever. He passed away 18 years ago. I don't remember. I was not young, but I didn't really see him much. What's up, Doc? How's it going, Anthony? Here's the 1-2. Sawinski scoops this to center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. A little bit of a blooper. Hey, we'll take it. Get on base however you can, Jack. I still believe in you, but you got to perform. That will bring up again Jared Triolo. He's batting 176, OPS of 553, homers and 13 RBIs. I guess I'll have to ask my mom. I just don't. It's a good question. I mean, that's a very fair point, yeah. Genetics. I mean, my grandfather, my dad's side, has a full head of hair. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. For the series, he is 1 for 6. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be just low for ball 1. Mom's dad decides if you go. Oh, yeah, it's not always the time, but yeah, I got what you're saying. A 1-1 count here to Triolo. Runners on first and second, bottom of the second. Littell looks back, kicks and fires. Chopper to second, tosses. Oh, he may have beaten him to second. Beats the throw there. I'd like to see what the call was. Yeah, no, they didn't get a single out. Sawinski, I don't know if it was a hit and run there, but he beat De La Cruz there to the second. Yeah, no, nice. So everyone was groaning, actually, in the Pittsburgh crowd. Oh, a double play. Again, Sawinski booking it. Actually, he didn't leave on the crack of the bat. He just beat him there. Sawinski showing off the speed, as that'll bring up Henry Davis with the bases loaded. 1 out. Littell delivers. That is outside for ball 1. Davis is batting 169, OPS of 535, 5 home runs and 15 RBIs on the season. He has struggled as of late. Well, I guess he's been struggling in general. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be low for ball 2, batting 143, OPS of 557. For the series, he is 2 for 7 with 2 RBIs. 2-0. Littell sets, kicks and deals. Checked his swing. That's in there anyway for a called strike. 90 on the knees. Oh, Henry, we need a slam. It'd be nice. 2-1. Littell delivers. That's going to be hits, foul. So 2-2. Davis a bust. It might be the case. As most of you know, first round pick in 2021, number 1 overall. Of course, he did go to Louisville, so there's that. 2-2 counts. Littell delivers. That's going to be hit back, and that is once again fouled off. So it's just staying alive here. Again, bases loaded here for the Pirates if you're just tuning in. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Of course, it's still 0-0. Littell sets on the 2-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out 94. Out of the zone. Just chased it. And that will bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. It's batting 268, OPS of 638, 1 homer and 30 RBIs. For the series, he is 1 for 6. Here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. He could hit before he came here. That is exactly it. Don't look. Oh, yeah, I saw it. I went super light on these Sunday games. I have it. I picked up. Okay, I gotcha. Good luck, Steve, man. I'm pulling for you. Here's the 0-1. Chopper, foul. Louisville. I think I said Louisville or Louisville. Louisville. My bad. Grand Scam. Probably more likely there. 0-2 count here to IKF as Littell sets. Looking to get out of it. Here is the pitch. That is way upstairs for ball one. 89 on the gun. Count again is 1-2. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Littell sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out of the zone. Same location. High, and we still swing. We head to the top of the third. Your score is 0-0. Louisville. I guess it's Irvin or Irvine. I don't know. Irvine. Probably Irvine. I don't know. Come on, Reds. Sorry, my guy. Oh, dude. Hey, you're good. I'm not going to be heartbroken if the Pirates lose. I mean, we've lost plenty this year. We've actually lost so much in my lifetime. It's like, oh, okay. It's just another day. Yeah. The sky is blue. The grass is green. Yeah, the Pirates lose. It happens. But again, thank you, of course, for stopping by. Again, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe, Nick, and anyone else, of course, that hasn't already done so. Definitely do that for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. It is a lot of Pirates here, but again, I do bounce around. But, yeah, again, I will be doing pretty much streams every day. As, again, I just coming back from a vacation, so obviously I stopped for a little bit. But this is my 101st baseball game of the year. Hopefully that sounds good to you. And, of course, football's just right around the corner, so definitely stop by and subscribe if you like football. Not Irvine. So Irvin, yeah. In the top of the fourth, the Twins lead the Royals 2-1. In the top of the third, Marlins over the Braves 1-0. Zeros in Baltimore as they host the Oakland A's or Sacramento A's or whatever. Astros lead the Yankees 1-0 in the bottom of the second. The Tigers leading the Angels 2-0 in the top of the second. Of course, more games scheduled to get underway very soon. We are returning to action here in Pittsburgh, where the score is 0-0. Jose Trevino will be at the plate. He's batting .255. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a call. Strike 84 on the outside corner. OPS of .703, 4 homers, and 15 RBIs. Only 101. Yeah, I know I'm a casual. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball one. For the series, he is 0 for 3. Had I known this might have taken off, I would have done it every day, but I didn't. And plus, I was actually very busy in the springtime. That's going to be hit right to first. Tosses to Burrows, covering the bag for out number 1. Next year, though, if I can do every single day, 160, well, I mean, there are days I do doubleheader, so I have missed more than, I guess, that. But it'd be nice to get a game every single day next year, as Cabrian Hayes will be coming to the plate, batting .231, OPS of .559, 3 homers, and 39 RBIs on the season, getting a little bit of a standing O here, as Burrows delivers. That is upstairs for ball 1. I believe he was 1 for 4 in the first game, so I'm going to say he's 1 for 12 on the series. Here's the 1-0. That is way outside ball 2. Count how many games you watch. I know I've watched more baseball this year than the last few years combined. 2-0. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Cruz has it, throwing to second, where Hayes is safe and sound. A 1-out double for Cabrian Hayes and the Reds, as the lineup will turn over. Yeah, that's actually the first hit for the Reds today. That will bring up T.J. Friedel. It's batting .273, OPS of .768, 10 homers and 38 RBIs. Looking at the poll here, 50% of you guys are split on 12 votes, 6 and 6 apiece. Who do you think's going to win? If you haven't voted already, definitely do so. Let me know who you think's going to win. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball 1. And as always, folks, definitely make sure to press that like button. Like it up. Definitely helps out the channel. 1-0 count here to Friedel. Burrows looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is low for ball 2. 97 in the dirt. So 2-0. Runner on second, 1 out here in the top of the third. The Reds with the runner in scoring position as Burrows sets, looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike. So you know what a paw is. I mean, that is a reference for a grandfather, I guess. I don't know. No idea. 2-1. Burrows sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going foul. 2-2. Down here, you hear a bunch of other names other than grandpa for, like, you know, a grandpa or grandfather. You hear paw, pee-paw. Here's the 2-2. That's in there. Called strike 3. He struck him out 88 on the inside corner. And that will bring up Gavin Lux. He's 0 for 1. Batting .275, OPS of .733, 4 homers and 42 RBIs, 2 outs here in the top third. Again, a runner on second. That is Cabrian Hayes. He had a double. He may be stranded here as he delivers. That is inside ball 1. A pew-pew, yeah. The fruit. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it. Kentucky banana. I don't think I want to know. 1-0 count here to Gavin Lux, the former Dodger. Burrows delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is foul. So 1-1 count. Burrows is at 41 pitches. Not a bad spot to be in here in the third. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 2. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Thank you, of course, for stopping by. We got some Reds and Pirates action here as the Reds again at the plate. Burrows sets on the 2-1. Looks back at Hayes and delivers. That is low for ball 3. They got a runner on second here with 2 outs to try to fill you in with what is happening. 3-1 to Lux. Burrows looks back at Hayes and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He went. Strike 2. That one was well inside. It's a breaking ball. Going to show the replay here. Yeah, no, he definitely went. I swear, I feel like I mute that every time, and yet it's always there. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. So that is a walk. So Lux walks. Now there's runners on first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ellie De La Cruz. De La Cruz batting .275. I'm going to try to mute this. Sorry, guys, if you hear that. I know it's probably a little annoying. You probably don't care, and I'm overthinking it. .275 on the year, OPS of .817, 19 homers and 73 RBIs. Of course, he is 0 for 1 on the day. As Burrows looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's inside, but that's called a strike. So a favorable call for the Pirates. It's like a banana, like fruit taste, pop flavor. Oh, interesting. Going well. That's great to hear, Eric. Great to hear. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Sawinski charging in. He's throwing to the plate, and that is way off target as the Reds take the lead 1-0 thanks to Cabrian Hayes and Ellie De La Cruz. So a 2-out RBI there, as now there's runners on the corners with 2 outs. That will bring up Miguel Andujar. He was hit by a pitch earlier in this one. He's batting .299, OPS of .773, 6 homers and 27 RBIs. As Burrows sets and fires. That is way outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. Again, the former Pirate back in 2023. The great opportunity here to knock in another. As here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. That one is crushed. That one is gone. A 3-run shot here for Miguel Andujar as the Reds are now up 4-0. Oh, man, looking like he may have been able to strand Hayes. And then De La Cruz knocks him in. And just like that, 4-0. Reds leading here in the top of the third. Former Pirates scoring runs. Hikari, not a fan of it. I'm sorry, Hikari. So that will bring up Austin Hayes. Hayes batting .255, OPS of .760, 10 homers and 44 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball 1. De La Cruz has 4 caps in his name. 4 caps. EDLC. 4 caps. You dub him 4 caps. I gotcha. That's going to be hit foul. 1-1 count. He is a foul, so I'm probably missing what I am. What you mean there. My bad. Again, sometimes it just goes over the head. Here's the 1-1. That is low for ball 2. James needed that. The Pirates fans here did not. I didn't. So it runs Pirates. Yeah, no, that's just tough. Denny is throwing up. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 count. As Burrows kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, but a little bit too late. There's the Reds capitalizing on Burrows there. 4 runs in the top of the third. Of course, 3 of them came thanks to Andujar with a 3-run shot. Again, the Reds leading 4-0 over the Pirates. Well, that might be it, folks. Again, the Pirates, they do struggle to score runs, so this might be the ball game right here. This might be the ball game. Once again, folks, if you like play-by-play, if you like what you see or hear for that matter, definitely press that like button, and subscribe for more play-by-play here on this channel. Again, I do baseball, I do football. So if you like either or both, then definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. And again, if you are a Reds fan, I will be focusing more so, once September really hits here, teams that are in the NL wildcard race. Of course, I'll still be doing Pirates games, but I'll be mixing in a lot more teams that are in the hunt, the teams that are definitely going to be pushing for the playoffs. So that is my pitch to you guys. If the Reds are able to stay in the race, which you guys right now, again, taking advantage of the Reds or the Mets that are struggling. They've lost 6 in a row. You guys could be 1.5 back by day's end. We'll see. Now the offense won't be tempted to try to win 1-0, yeah? Yeah, that is very true. Again, Burrows, though, he's about as average as you can get. So you can see the ERA now at 4.8. Due up for the Pirates whenever we do return to action is going to be Horwitz, Pham, and Reynolds. I'll go ahead and click on Horwitz. I'm assuming we're going to return. So the ad there is over. There we go. We are returning to Pittsburgh where the Reds lead 4-0 over the Pirates. Batting .262, OPS of .717, 5 homers, and 32 RBIs as Littell sets and delivers. That is outside for ball 1, 90 on the gun. A 1-0 count. Littell kicks and deals. Horwitz sends this to right. And Marte makes the catch at the warning track for out number 1. Gave it a nice ride. Just missed it. And that will bring up Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham, he's 0 for 1, batting .267, OPS of .713, 5 homers, and 33 RBIs. Littell sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there, but not called a strike, so a favorable call for the Pirates. 1-0 count. Littell delivers. That's going to be popped up, and that is going foul. Again, the Reds leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. 1 out. Pham at the plate. As Littell delivers. Chopper to third. Hayes has it. Throws to first for out number 2. Well, that's not looking good, as that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. It's batting .239, OPS of .681, 11 homers, and 56 RBIs on the season. As Littell sets and delivers. That's upstairs, but that's called a strike. Favorable call for Littell. Reynolds asking, hey, where was that again? Even though, yeah. 0-1 count. Littell delivers. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So, 2-out single for Brian Reynolds, and that will bring up O'Neal Cruz. It's batting .207, OPS of .705. B. Ryan Hayes, yeah. 18 homers and 50 RBIs on the season. As Littell looks over, sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there for a called strike. 83 on the outside corner. Is your boy Bart going to get a hit today? Yeah, my boy. He's sitting the bench where he belongs, so we're good. 0-1 count. Littell delivers. That's low for ball 1. Yeah, Bart will not be playing. Or, he'll probably pinch hit later, maybe. I don't know. But not starting. Do you guys need a catcher? I think I have a guy for you guys. I think he'll fit in pretty well. 1-1. Here is the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 count. Had to look up. Got the Reds -1.5 parlay with the Pirates over 0.5 runs. Ooh, there we go. Hey, that's not a bad deal, but I think 0.5 might be a little bit too high, though. Is there a possible, negative 0.5? Is that possible? Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped to first. Tough play. Second baseman throws to first for out number 3. And Cruz slams his helmet down. Again, Cruz has been struggling. Very struggling. Look at the stats there. As we head to the top of the fourth. Your score, the Reds 4, Pirates nothing. Again, he has struggled. Last 7 games, OPS of just above 300. It's been rough. Last 30 games, again, batting average of 198. OPS of 5. No, that's 608. Okay, 608 there. Got to carry the 1. Joey Fart. Yeah, no, that's a very accurate name. Once again, folks, if you've not done so already, definitely press the like button and hit the subscribe button for more play-by-play on this channel. Plenty of baseball here. Plenty of football coming up as well. So definitely do that if you're a sports fan. If you're a sports fan, this is a good channel for you. Plenty of sports, baseball and football, really, on this channel. And if that's not enough, if college basketball is your deal breaker, hey, I'll be doing that too once football is starting to wind down in January. Dolphins lead Chicago 14-10. Yeah, I need to check on that. What is happening there? Box score wise, Wilson is 4 for 8, 91 yards. Wow, taking 3 sacks. Of course, again, that might not be all on him. Tyson, I forgot if it's Badgen or Bajan. I don't know. Definitely a lot of checkdowns there. 13 for 19, 103. Yards per attempt, 5.4. That is rough. 14 to 10. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's pretty. Unless it's Zach Wilson. He's just slinging it, maybe. I didn't mean to back out. Oh, well, it is what it is. All right, we return to action here in Pittsburgh, where, again, the Reds lead 4-0 over the Pirates. Just need one run. Current cash out is 1.8 or mine. Okay, I gotcha. They did throw a pitch. I couldn't tell you what happened. All right, 1-0 count here to Marte. As Burrows kicks and deals. That is way upstairs for ball 2, going back to the backstop. 3 hits apiece. Go bowling at the glove. What are you talking about? 2-0 count here. Burrows delivers. That's going to be hit foul. 12 days till call. Yes, 12 more days. Ready to go. Wilson isn't scrambling good and fins are bad. Yeah. That would make more sense. 2-1 count. As I think somebody called for time. I'm not too sure. I'm not seeing a pitch clock or nothing. As Burrows delivers. That's going to be hit to right center. Cruz is running over. And he calls off Sawinski to make the catch for out number 1. All right, one away here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring up Spencer Steer. Steer is batting .236, OPS of .685, 13 homers and 50 RBIs on the season. Again, he's 0 for 1 on the day. As Burrows kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right. Sawinski jogging back under it and makes the catch for out number 2. All right, and that will bring up Jose Trevino. Okay, I guess that's it. Batting .254, OPS of .700, 4 homers and 15 RBIs. As Burrows delivers. That's in there for a called strike. Oh, and 1 count. Burrows delivers the 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. So 0-2. Possible quick inning here for the Pirates, or for the Reds. Pirates pitching to the Reds. It is what it is. Here's the 0-2. That's outside for ball 1. 97, just missing on the outside corner. League's draft is on the 24th. You're so unprepared. Nah, you're fine. Here is the 1-2. Chopper right back to the pitcher. Burrows tosses to first for out number 3. All right, we head to the bottom of the 4th. The Reds still lead 4-0 over the Pirates. You're fine. Actually, I think I'm going to be having... I think I also have a draft on the 24th. I think I'm a part of 3 or 4. So while I'm calling a game, I might actually have to be drafting. So if you guys are there for that, I don't know. Let me check. If you're there for that second game, I might have you guys help me out. We'll see. Probably not. I don't know. I trust myself. I'm pretty good. It's been a while since I've won anything, to be honest with you. But I'm always in the playoffs. I'm always competing. It's been a rough last few years. I can never finish the job. Usually a solid regular season, but once playoff time hits, it's like, oh yeah, it's time for week 16, week 15, week 16. Yeah, no, I guess my players are playing in the cold, and we're going to go ahead and just put up nothing. Yeah, I have it. Well, no, the 24th. Okay, so the 23rd is the first Saturday. So never mind. I don't know. We'll see. I might be calling a game late. I don't know. We'll see. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, if you're a sports fan, if you're a sports fan in general, definitely subscribe to the channel. Plenty of baseball and football on this channel. Hopefully that sounds good to you. It is free. You won't have to pay a dime as well. Duo for the Pirates in the bottom half of the fourth inning is going to be Gonzalez, Sawinski, and Triolo. As again, the Reds leading 4-0. We're still in commercial break, but I can tell you that Gonzalez is batting .280, OPS of .732, 5 homers, and 19 RBIs on the season. Got to get some runs here. Got to get some runs so we can have an exciting game. Yeah. All right, Littell sets and fires. That's going to be hit right to third. Hayes takes care of it, no problem. That was just a line drive. But to Brian Hayes, that is nothing. Just hard hit. And Hayes, again, he's so good. So good defensively. That will bring up Jack Sawinski, batting .119, OPS of .489, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Here is the pitch. That is way outside for ball 1. That started in Los Angeles in 2003. None still live there, but we all still play. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. 1-0. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. I have a league. My main league, it's a dynasty league. Or keeper league, I should say. Not a dynasty, because we only keep 5 of the players. Started in 2013, so this will be the 12th year of that one. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Jack Sawinski, 2 for 2 on the day. Look at that. That's always good to see. All right, that will bring up Jared Triolo, batting .175, OPS of .547, 3 homers and 13 RBIs. Triolo, I believe, is 0 for 1 on the day. He indeed is. Runner on first, bottom of the 4th, 1 out. Littell looking over at first. He sets, kicks, and deals. Checked his swing. Did he go? And he did not. Doc, your top 5 Pittsburgh Pirates of all time. That's always tough because, again, like I really only watched, in the 2000s and then, of course, the 2010s. So as far as the older guys, I couldn't tell you. But here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I mean, you got to put Clemente. You got to put Willie Stargell. You got to put Honus Wagner. And as far as, you got to put a modern guy. So Andrew McCutchen, I feel like, should be there. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit past the diving shortstop, Dela Cruz, for a base hit. But then again, I'm only including no pitchers here, so I don't know. I don't know who would take the 5th spot for me. As far as players that I have seen, I mean, I don't know. I'd be probably getting players that you probably would have never heard of. Well, you probably would have. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a 5th guy for the all-time thing. I don't know. I guess there's Ralph Kiner. I don't know how good he actually was. Henry Davis coming to the plate. Here is the 0-1. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. Batting .168. OPS of .532. 5 homers and 15 RBIs. I mean, there's Barry Bonds when he was here. I don't know. I feel like I would not be the guy to really... Barry Bonds. Mohammed, thank you for stopping by. Pirates can win today. Well, they're going to need to score some runs, but they have a good opportunity here as Littell's going to step off. Again, 2 runners on here, first and second, 1 out. They had bases loaded in the last inning, couldn't take care of business. In fact, Davis was at the plate for that bases loaded. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah, I don't know. Probably, if you could talk to, I don't know if Trisk or Denny or Pittsburgh are here, Yinzer, they would probably be more, they would give you more of an accurate list. Here is the 1-1. That's in there for a called strike. They have seen a lot more. You like my, oh, well, thank you. Again, that's just kind of me as just a, like, I'm not really, I don't want to say I'm not a I don't know. I'm not a casual, not a diehard. Here is the 1-2. Davis hits this to left. And the left fielder calls it off, makes the catch for out number 2. Now, as far as players that I have seen play, my favorite players, I mean, that's going to be a completely different list. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa coming up. He's batting .268, OPS of .636, 1 homer and 30 RBIs on the season. Again, runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of fourth. I mean, it would be Andrew McCutchen. He would be number 1. As Littell sets, looks back at second, kicks and deals. Breaking ball inside for ball 1. I would put Brian Reynolds. I like Brian Reynolds. The one consistent Pirate through these really bad times. As Littell sets, kicks and deals. That is outside ball 2. I liked Freddie Sanchez. That he was great. Jason Bay, he was really good for the Pirates. 2-0 count. Littell looks back, kicks and deals. IKF hits this to left, and that is getting down for a base hit. One is going to score, and another is going to score. Look at that. A 2-out, 2-run double. And just like that, it's 4-2. Dave Parker, yeah, that's a good one. Again, yeah, that's something that, I should have known, but I think, again, the Pirates fans that are more diehard or, lived longer would have definitely said Dave Parker, and I did not. So they'd probably put Parker above McCutchen or something like that. Or Bonds. I mean, Bonds was great, but he didn't play for long, as that's going to be outside for ball 1. Horwitz batting .261, OPS of .714, 5 homers and 32 RBIs. Horwitz is 0 for 2 on the day. IKF at second. Littell looks back, kicks and deals. That's low for ball 2. I only said 4 for the Pirates too. So McCutchen, Reynolds, Freddie Sanchez, Jason Bay. Who would be the 5th? 2-0 count. I'd have to really think about that. Littell looks back, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit foul. 5th favorite Pirate. Xavier Nady, he was really good, but would he be my favorite? 5th favorite? No. LaRoche, he was really good, but is he my 5th favorite? No. 2-1 count. Littell sets and fires. Ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And IKF is going to score. So the Pirates, doing what the Reds did earlier, they scored all 4 of their runs with 2 outs. The Pirates scoring 3 runs with 2 outs, and the Pirates are back in it. I'm torn between Josh Bell and Pedro Alvarez. I know they weren't good for that long, but I really like those 2. Tommy Pham coming to the plate, batting .266, OPS of .711, 5 homers and 33 RBIs. Yeah, I don't know who I'd pick between those 2. Daily Reason to Mod RFK. This guy, yeah, no, you have nothing. You have no aura. I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable saying Sigma, Alpha, and Riz. I guess I just did. District, how's it going, man? Good to see you as always, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Guys, if you like baseball, he is, I think, a up-and-comer, man. I really think so. District Nation, definitely check out District Nation. He does, well, pretty much everybody in the district, Washington, D.C. So definitely check him out. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit right to third. Throws to first for out number 3. That was just a shot to Cabrian Hayes. But again, Hayes, he does what he does. But the Pirates do score 3 runs, all on 2 outs. As it's a ball game, folks. We head to the top of the 5th. The Reds lead 4-3. But yeah, District, he does. I mean, he's doing the Nationals, obviously. He is doing the Redskins, though he will call them the Commanders, from what I've gathered. And that's okay. A lot of people, of course, call them the Commanders. I'm one of the few that call them the Redskins still. I don't remember if he does Capitals. But yeah, no, he's good. So definitely check out District Nation. Also, you can check out myself as well if you haven't already done so. If you haven't liked and subscribed, definitely do that. Again, lots of baseball on this channel, lots of football. So again, if you're a fan of sports in general, just definitely press that like button and press that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Again, this is my 101st MLB game. So again, we'll be doing a lot of football as well on the channel. So definitely do that. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. And I do bounce around. It's not just Pirates. I do want to go ahead and emphasize that as well. I mean, yeah, I know it might be a little hard for you to believe. I mean, there's a lot of Pirates as of late for sure, and I'll probably still do a lot of Pirates, but I do bounce around. So there is that. I've done some non-Pirates games. Pardon me. Due up for the Reds will be Brian Hayes, Friedel, and Lux. Hayes is 1 for 1 on the day. Batting .233, OPS of .566, 3 homers, and 39 RBIs. Redskins, yes. All right, I'm assuming a pitch was already thrown because I'm seeing the catcher throw it back to Burrows. So, again, I do apologize. Pittsburgh Sportsnet is terrible. 1-0 count here to Brian Hayes. Burrows delivers. That's in there for a called strike. 95 on the gun. One and one. Here is the pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 2. 1-2 count. Burrows kicks and deals. That is way upstairs for ball 2. Two and two. Burrows kicks and fires. That's going to be hit to right. Sawinski jogging on back at the warning track will make the catch for out number 1. That will bring up T.J. Friedel. He is batting .272, OPS of .767, 10 homers, and 38 RBIs. Good afternoon, Doctor. Let's get a win today. Yeah, it'd be nice to see. Thank you, of course, for stopping by, Randy. Yeah, no, the Pirates, they were down 4-0 as here is the pitch showing bunt, pulls back. That's in there for a called strike. The Reds, of course, four runs in the third. And the Pirates just scored 3 in the bottom of the fourth. So it is a ball game here. As Burrows delivers. That is upstairs for ball 1. So let's get this win. That'd be nice to see. Of course, again, the Reds have a lot to play for. They are still well in the wild card discussion as that's going to be popped up. Horwitz, the first baseman, is under it and will make the catch for out number 2. That will bring up Gavin Lux. Gavin Lux batting .275, OPS of .735, 4 homers and 42 RBIs on the season. Lux is 0 for 1 with a walk. He did come across the score in that third inning. Lux stepping in. Burrows kicks and deals. That's going to be outside, but that's called a strike. Umpire has... Yesterday, a lot of calls went for the Reds. Today, I would say more calls have been for the Pirates. Here is the 0-1. That is way outside for ball 1. Breaking ball that just did not come back in. So the count is even 1-1, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Lux at the plate. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Triolo throws to first for out number 3. All right, nothing doing there for the Reds. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Reds lead 4-3 over the Pirates. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. The Twins are leading the Royals 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th. The A's and Orioles are tied at 0 apiece in the top of the 5th. Marlins and Braves are tied at 1 apiece in the top of the 5th. Astros lead the Yankees 2-0. Yankees are kind of struggling as of late. The Tigers lead the Angels 3-0 in the top of the 4th. White Sox lead the Indians 3-0 in the top of the 3rd. The Mets, they are leading 3-0 over the Brewers in the bottom of the 2nd, and the Phillies and Rangers are tied at 0 apiece in the bottom of the 1st inning. Once again, folks, if you have not done so already, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. And thank you very much for even clicking on this live stream. That really helps out a lot. But a super thank you if you're able to like and subscribe. Definitely helps me out a lot. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. Again, it helps. I mean, I'm just a small little channel. Burrow's cashed already. I thought I hit his Ks, but nothing in pending because it already won. Nice. There we go, Steve. Can I definitely pull for you guys to win from Big Gamble. Big Gamble definitely takes a lot more of our money. Do it for the Pirates in the bottom of the 5th inning will be Brian Reynolds, O'Neill Cruz, and Nick Gonzalez. Reynolds is 1 for 2 on the day. Batting .240, OPS of .685, 11 homers and 56 RBIs. Again, we are still in commercial break. And as always, feel free to chat down below. I do try to read as many of your comments as possible. And I do apologize. You know, you might see Nightbot spam a little bit. You can thank RFK Miss Jim Arce. He is literally the only reason. He is literally the only reason we have that bot in here. As here is the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike right down the middle. 0-1 count. Littell kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 0-2 count to Brian Reynolds. Looks like the umpire is... I don't know what happened. I don't know if he called for time, but... Oh, no, there's like something that fell on the field. Looks like a lay fell. I don't know. Like one of those things from Hawaii, the thing you have around the neck. I guess a lay or something. I think that's what they're called. So a little bit of a delay here on Dr. Delay because of a lay. As here is the 0-2 from Littell as he sets, kicks, and deals. That is way outside for ball 182 on the gun. Jeez, I don't know what in the world that's all about. 1-2 count here to Reynolds. As Littell sets and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not, as that one was below the zone. 2-2. Reynolds working it back from an 0-2 to 2-2. Littell sets and fires. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So Reynolds with the leadoff single here in the bottom of the 5th. The Battling Buccos, they are trying. That will bring up O'Neill Cruz. He is batting .206, OPS of .702, 18 homers and 50 RBIs. He has been struggling as of late. Hello there, SGA. How's it going? Thank you, of course, for stopping by. As Littell sets and fires. That's in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Cruz doesn't like the call, but no, that did catch the plate. OPS just hovering above 700. He's got to get something going. Here's the 0-1. That's in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Cruz doesn't like the calls, but those are indeed catching the zone. Again, Cruz is very frustrated. He has been in a rough stretch. Littell sets on the 0-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Cruz. And that will bring up Nick Gonzalez. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Batting .279, OPS of .728, 5 homers, and 19 RBIs. Again, we have a runner on first with 1 out. here in the bottom of the fifth, where the Reds lead 4-3 over the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 92 on the fastball. Went to the Niners versus Broncos game. Lost 30-9. You were throwing F-bombs. Well, you're definitely passionate, as that's going to be in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Littell is painting the edges here. I don't think I would be that upset over a preseason game, but hey, I guess that is passion. Here is the 0-2. Chopper foul. 0-2 count here. Littell at 76 pitches. What in the world were you about to say? I need to check what. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be chopped, and that is once again going foul. Let me see. What in the world? Oh my goodness. He got timed out because of the... Okay, I'm sorry. That is unfortunate. 0-2 count. Littell delivers. That's going to be hit. That's going to get through for a base hit right up the middle. And I don't know if we're going to see Reynolds. Reynolds is going to third. Gonzalez at second, and he is safe on the throw. So a very productive at-bat for Gonzalez. Moving Reynolds to third and then getting in there at second. Again, Gonzalez, definitely an underrated speedster, as that will bring up Jack Sawinski. He is seeing the ball well today. He is 2 for 2. Batting 129, OPS of 506, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Littell sets and delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. Officer Nick Gonzalez, yeah. Yeah, he's the final boss of, I guess there for mustaches. 0-1 count. Maybe in baseball, I don't know. Littell sets and delivers. That's going to be high and in for ball one. We are the Pirates. Mohammed really proud of the team. Again, they are battling here. The battling Buccos. Littell sets. And looks like the catcher's going to ask for time here, as he's actually going to go out and jog out to Littell. Littell's been pretty good, but did show a little bit of some problems in the third inning. Again, the Pirates had bases loaded, couldn't get anything across. The Pirates then scored 3 in the bottom of the fourth, all with 2 outs. And here we have the Pirates with runners on second and third with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the fifth, 1-1 count to Sawinski, as Littell will set on the 1-1. Looks over at third. Kicks and deals. And Sawinski fouls this one back. Let's see here if I can. Pirates been playing top. Yeah, no, yeah. Yes and no. I mean, the Rockies series was really frustrating. 1-2 count. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 2. I could see where you're coming from. We did sweep the Giants, and then I think did the Giants win the series the second time? I can't remember. 2-2 count. Littell sets and fires. Ground ball to second, and looks like he's just going to toss it to first for out number 2, but Reynolds will score. So a productive out there for Jack Sawinski, and that did move Gonzalez to third as well. All right, Jack Sawinski with a heck of a day. Let's go. That will bring up Jared Triolo. He's batting 180, OPS of 555, 3 homers and 13 RBIs. As looks like that's going to do it for Littell. Littell will not make it through 5. He's got to be a little disappointed, as we do have a pitching change. Reds and Pirates, it is tied at 4 apiece. They'll be right back. I will be right here. Yours is in. Okay, I'll have to monitor the stats. I want to see how he'll do. Definitely want to see how he will do. Again, folks, if you haven't done so already, press that like button and hit that subscribe button for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, that's what I do. A lot of baseball, a lot of football on the channel. Again, you guys will be voting for football games once football is officially here. Every week I'll have polls. So, again, it's going to be every Steelers game. But after that, hey, there's another window, and you guys will be voting on it. So, let's just say, again, the Bengals, I'm sure they'll have some afternoon games this year. So if the Bengals are up, you'll be able to vote for the Bengals if you're a Reds fan. I don't mind covering, an exciting team. The Bengals are exciting. I might not like them, but they can score some points. It'd be nice to see the Steelers get back to those days. But yeah, again, you guys will be able to vote for games definitely every week. So if that sounds good to you, definitely subscribe for more play-by-play on this channel. The Reds' new pitcher, he is Scott Barlow. Barlow is 5-0, 3.75 ERA, whip of a 1.29. He has not pitched in this series. And again, Jared Triolo will be at the plate whenever we do return to action. Niners shot themselves in the foot against the Broncos, lost 39. Backup quarterback. Again, it's preseason. It is preseason, so it's not a big deal. Mac Jones looked uncomfortable, really. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to him. Had a decent rookie year, but then I think that was pretty much his peak. All right, we are returning to action in Pittsburgh, where, again, the Reds and Pirates are tied at 4 apiece. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on third, Triolo, is at the plate. Again, a new pitcher, Scott Barlow. Scott Barlow as he sets and fires. That is low for ball 1. I have no idea what you're talking about, RFK. 1-0 count. Barlow sets. Again, 3.75, 5-0 record opponent. Batting average 187. Here is the pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Slider is sliding a lot, but it's sliding out of the zone. Pointless season. That's a good name for it. 2-0 count. Barlow rocks. He sets. Kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike. 85 on the gun. He spent $32 for a margarita. Oh, my goodness. That is pretty expensive. 2-1 count. Barlow sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Triolo, again, 1 for 2 on the day. Had a single and did come across the score last inning. Again, runner on third here, 2 outs. Barlow sets and fires. That's low for ball 3. Yeah, Littell. Yeah, Steve. Littell definitely rough outing, especially the last few innings. As Barlow sets and delivers. That's going to be popped up, and that is getting out of play, so he'll stay alive here. Again, a full count, 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. The Pirates tying it up here. And, of course, there's a runner just 90 feet away. As Barlow sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. He chased it way out of the zone. Again, that slider, it's pretty good. But, again, the Pirates tie it up. The Pirates have tied it up 4-4 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. I am stumbling on the words. That means I need some water. That's what that means. What the heck? What? RFK? Okay. I don't. You know what? Thank you, but we're still going to remove that. That's just, you don't need to say that. Thank you for that comment. I mean, that does go without saying. But, yeah, you're good. You're good, buddy. All right, once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. I do apologize. RFK, Miss Jim Merte, he's not always here. The chat is sometimes pretty good. It's usually good when he's not here. But, hey, it is what it is. Do appreciate the support, though. I do. But, yeah, no, again, if you like sports, this is a great channel for you. I've been doing it since opening day. All right. You have been timed out. I'll see you in a while, bud. Again, 4-4 is your score, and I can go ahead and move my face. You can see the Pirates with 9 hits. 9 hits, 4 runs. The Reds with 3 hits. So the Pirates have been out hitting the Reds today. So definitely interesting there. Again, the Pirates looking pretty decent. Pretty decent today. Do up for the Reds again. Dela Cruz, Andujar, and Hayes. As we are returning to action again, 4-4 is your score in the top of the 6th. We do have a pitching change for the Pirates. Yohan Ramirez will be the new pitcher. 1-0 record, 3.95 ERA, 1.24 WHIP on the season. Interesting there. Interesting. Again, Ellie De La Cruz coming to the plate, batting .277, OPS of 820, 19 homers, and 74 RBIs on the season. Again, we got a good one. 4-4 is your score as Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be low. Oh, did he hit him? I don't know. Again, he kind of slipped. I cannot know. I mean, I read it. I read it there, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know about it out loud. 1-0 count. Ramirez delivers. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get past Gonzalez at second for a base hit, a leadoff single. That will bring up Andujar. Miguel Andujar again. He hit a 3-run home run in the 3rd inning. He's batting .302, OPS of 792, 7 homers and 30 RBIs. As Ramirez looks over and delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. 0-1. Again, he was hit by a pitch as well earlier. As Ramirez looks over at first, sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Sawinski throws to third, and he is safe. The throw just barely in time. As of now, there's runners on the corners. I don't know if they're going to challenge this. But right now, Ramirez not looking too hot out of the bullpen, as that will bring up Austin Hayes. He is 0 for 2. Batting .254, OPS of 757, 10 homers and 44 RBIs. Again, runners on the corners there not challenging. So, trouble for the Pirates. The Reds are threatening. Ramirez sets and fires. That's in there for a called strike. 81-mile-per-hour sweeper. Again, this was a really good throw by Sawinski. We all know how speedy De La Cruz is. That one was really close. So 0-1, Ramirez sets and delivers. Chopper, and that is going foul. 0-2 count. Again, they're showing this throw again. It was a really good throw, but he was safe. 0-2 count. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Ramirez looking over at third. Looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That's outside for a ball. So ball 1. 1-2 Ramirez sets. And fires. Way outside. Nice stop by Davis. Jeez, 2-2. Again, that was... I mean, Davis may have saved a run there. If that were Bart, I can tell you that would have been a passed ball. I can assure you that would have been the case. As Ramirez will once again set on the 2-2. De La Cruz leading off. Here is the pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. Ball 3. In danger of walking. The base is loaded. 54% of you think the Pirates will win today. 46, of course, for the Reds. 24 votes, and definitely vote. Let me know what you think. Here's the 3-2. Called strike 3. He struck him out 96 at the knees. So that was huge. That will bring up Noel V. Marte. Marte is 0 for 2 on the day. Batting .274, OPS of .793, 7 homers, and 29 RBIs on the season. Again, runners on the corners. As Ramirez sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to left. Pham running back, and that is going to hop over the wall for a ground rule double, and the Reds have taken the lead 5-4. And Marte had 3 doubles yesterday and gets another one here. Ramirez is just not missing many bats. Spencer Steer coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day, batting .235, OPS of .683, 13 homers and 50 RBIs. Again, runners at second and third. As here's the pitch. That is way outside for ball 1. Ramirez just doesn't look that great today. Again, 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice, or reaching on a fielder's choice. Ramirez sets. The infield is playing in. Kicks and deals. That's a low for ball 2. Two 2-0. Steers 5'9", 185. Really small for a first baseman. Just observing here. 2-0. Here is the pitch. That's outside. Ball 3. Pirates fans wanted the call, but no, that was indeed outside. Again, the Reds are threatening. Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there for a called strike. That one, that was close. Strike 1, 3-1 count. Jose Trevino is on deck. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 3-1 count here to Steer. Ramirez kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back, so working it from 3-0 to 3-2, that's always promising. Ramirez at 16 pitches. Again, just not really solid out of the pen, but hey, you know, if you limit it to 1, it's not the worst thing in the world. 3-2 count. Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit back, and that is well foul. Game kind of slowing down a little bit here with Ramirez on the mound. He's waiting pretty much to the last second. 3-2 count. Ramirez sets, kicks, and fires. That is going to be hit to left. Pham on the run, and is going to watch this one hit the seats. That one is a foul ball. Reds fan gets the ball there. Again, 3-2. Ramirez just struggling. As Steer will step back into the box. Yesterday was 2 for 4. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right center. Cruz on the run. That's going to hit off the wall. Cruz has trouble with it. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score, as that is a 1-out, 2 RBI double. The Reds up 7-4 here in the top of the 6th. Ramirez just not any good today. Not missing many bats. The strikeout was, well, a strikeout looking. Had he swung, he probably would have made contact. The Reds padding their lead now again, 7-4. That's going to bring up Jose Trevino. He's 0 for 2 on the day, batting .252, OPS of .696, 4 homers and 15 RBIs. Again, Cruz had initial trouble with it. Marine is coming out, or, he's actually chatting right now. Again, Spencer Shear, that is his 16th double of the season. Marine will jog on back. So again, 7-4 is your score here in the top of the 6th. Runner on second, 1 out. The catcher, Jose Trevino, at the plate. As Ramirez will set. Looks back at second and fires. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Trevino. Ramirez sets, looks back at second, kicks and deals way outside for ball 1. Ramirez at 21 pitches, just 1 out here in this top of the 6th. Ramirez looks back again, and fires. That's going to be chopped, and that is going foul. Trevino looks pretty upset with himself there. That one was well inside, just trying to protect, I guess. Ramirez looking back, looks back again, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Trevino. And that will bring up Cabrian Hayes, the former Pirate. We all probably know him. Batting .232, OPS of .564, 3 homers and 39 RBIs on the season. He's 1 for 2 with a double and did come across to score in the 3rd inning. Ramirez looks back and delivers. That is upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count. Ramirez sets, looks back at second, looks back again, and delivers. Way outside for ball 2. Again, Ramirez just all over the place. Does have 2 strikeouts, though. As Hayes digs back in again, runner on second. Ramirez sets. And fires. That's going to be popped up. And that, Horwitz actually might be able to make a play. Did he make the catch? He did. Out number 3, right next to the netting. But the Reds score 3 off Johan Ramirez. As he's getting checked for substances. I assure you he didn't. And if he did, geez. Again, we're heading to the bottom of the 6th. The Reds leading 7-4 over the Pirates. Just when you think the Pirates are back in it, the Reds again just adding on there. They have scored in bunches, 4 in the 3rd, 3 in the 6th. Once again, folks, if you like baseball, if you like football, if you're a sports fan in general, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action on this channel. Of course, been doing baseball since opening day. And, of course, football is just right around the corner. I've done a few preseason games just trying to warm up, and hopefully we will, get going for football season. That is the plan, of course, doing Steelers games every single week, and, of course, college games as well. But, yeah, again, you guys will be voting on games. So if you're not a Steelers fan, there's an opportunity for you to vote in your game. Of course, whenever the Steelers, are playing in that window. Well, obviously not. But the other window, you guys will be voting on it every single week on the post, in the polls section, of course, on the channel. So definitely do that if you like sports, and you'll have a lot of say in the NFL and college football as far as what I stream. So definitely subscribe for more play-by-play. Alexander has a 3-walk, no-hitter going through 5 for the Astros and Yankees. Yeah, no-hitter, I see it right there. Those are your scores from around Major League Baseball. Trying to get a scoring update in this next half inning, or once this inning concludes. Davis, Kiner, Falefa, and Horowitz are due up for the Pirates, as Davis is batting 167 OPS, of 529, 5 homers, and 15 RBIs. As Barlow out there for his, I guess he only pitched the last part of that inning. He's out there for the 6th. Here's the pitch. That is inside, but that's called a strike. 0-1 count. He is 0 for 2 again on the day. Strikeout and a flyout. As Barlow kicks and deals. That is going to be a breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1 count. Barlow sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Chopper, and that is going foul. Again, the Reds, with 7 runs, and all their runs, of course, came in 2 innings. All their hits as well. 7 hits on the day, and they've all come in the second, or the 3rd inning and the 6th inning. So the Pirates, again, they're out hitting them. Their hits are more spread out. Here's the 1-2. That is outside for ball 2. So 2-2 count. As Barlow sets, kicks, and deals. That is low for ball 3. And Davis will ask for time. IKF is on deck, 1 for 2 on the day, and the Pirates need something here. As Barlow sets and delivers. That's going to be hit. Broken bat. Oh, it's caught by Ellie Dela Cruz. A diving catch for out number 1. Just an amazing play, and Kelly's going to have a little chat with the guy. Well, actually, yeah, the umpires are going to have a little chat here. Oh, they're going to say he's safe. They're going to say it hopped, so they're going to award Davis first base. Wow, okay, so no outs. They're showing the blooper here. Oh, yeah, no, it definitely hit the dirt. That is actually unfortunate for the Reds, because I assure you, Dela Cruz most likely would have been able to make the throw to first. All right, that will bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's batting .270, OPS of 643, 1 homer and 32 RBIs. That pitch is inside for ball 1. So 1-0 count. Pirates trying to take advantage of that call. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Marte is throwing to third. That's cut off by Dela Cruz as Davis is chilling at second. So, look at that. Runners on first and second with nobody out. And that will bring up Spencer Horwitz. Spencer Horwitz batting .264, OPS of 725 homers, and 33 RBIs. And it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a mound visit here. And looks like that's it for Barlow. Barlow is done. So a pitching change underway. Reds still leading 7-4 over the Pirates. I'll go ahead and check. That is that. I need that. I don't need to do that. Once again, folks, if you like play-by-play, if you think I'm doing an okay job and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe for more play-by-play. We're going to be doing a lot, of course, football. But, of course, baseball season is still here, doing a lot of baseball. So, again, if you're just a sports fan, definitely subscribe to the channel. It's free. You won't have to pay a dime. I promise. Quinn Ewers, 1 for 6, 21 yards. Oof. That is unfortunate. Wilson finished 5 for 9, 96. Case Keenum, 6 for 7, 59. So, yeah, no, some struggles there. Looks like Quinn Ewers wears number 140. Okay, no, it's 14. That makes more sense. Interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much my sales pitch. Again, if you guys are sports fans, definitely subscribe to the channel. Lots of play-by-play right here on Dr. Delay. Rice breaks up the no-no. 1 out of the 6. Oh, that is tough. That's, of course, always pretty exciting, to see a no-hitter. So Ben Rice, I believe it's Ben Rice, correct? All right, the new pitcher for the Reds. We are still in commercial break. He is Sam Mole. Sam Mole is 1-0, 6.94 ERA, whip of a 1.54. We did see him earlier in the series where he pitched 2/3, walked a guy, didn't allow a run. All right, again, Spencer Horwitz at the plate. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI today. Butterfly, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Lefty on lefty, Mole sets and fires. That's in there for a called strike. 80-mile-per-hour off-speed pitch. You think the Pirates win this? I hope so. 0-1. Mole sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that is foul. All right, 11 likes. Again, thank you guys so much. Definitely like it up. If you haven't pressed that like button already, definitely do it. Definitely press that like button. 0-2 count. Mole sets on the 0-2. Kicks and deals. Check the swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 3. As he could not hold up in time. And that will bring up Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 3. Batting .265, OPS of 708, 5 homers and 33 RBIs. Mole looks back, kicks, and fires. That's in there for a called strike. Last time he said this, Pirates. Oh, yeah, no, he did. Well, Hammond definitely pulling for the Pirates for you as a win. Hey, I'll take it. Whether the Pirates win or lose, it won't really hurt me, as that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. There's one. Throw to first. Gets him for out number 3. A double play. So, unfortunately, not happening there as we head to the top of the 7th inning. The Reds still lead 7-4. So unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. But, hey, it is what it is. Not happening this inning. Well, I mean, looking at the trends here, again, the Reds scored 4 runs in the 3rd. I'll move my head again. You can see what happened. The Pirates did score and match that total in the following 2 innings. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that, you have to take an inning off and then get some more scoring. I don't know. Once again, folks, definitely press that like button and push that subscribe button for more play-by-play. Again, thank you guys for clicking on this live stream to begin with. Again, that helps out this channel a lot. I do appreciate you guys. But a super thank you if you're able to press that like button and subscribe button. Again, this is what I've been doing. Been doing this since opening day. So, again, if you're a sports fan or a sports bettor, hey, I'll take you. Definitely have a spot on this channel. Again, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Let's see here. Again, I can go over some scores from around Major League Baseball. Let's see. In the bottom of the 8th, the Royals taking the lead 3-2 over the Twins. Let's see. 1-1 in Baltimore as they're hosting the A's. Braves leading the Marlins 3-1. Astros leading the Yankees 4-0. Tigers lead the Angels 7-2. Mets hanging on against the Brewers 5-3. White Sox leading the Indians 5-1. And the Rangers currently leading the Phillies 2-0 as they head to the top of the 4th. Due up for the Reds will be Friedel, Lux, and De La Cruz. Friedel is 0 for 3 on the day. No, but I wouldn't lose so much. It doesn't have an effect on my outlook while games are going. Yeah, I mean, yeah, with the Pirates, it doesn't matter if they win or lose. We're pretty much done. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Ramirez is out there for the 7th inning. Reds are winning, and the Mets, yes, just went over the scoring update there, Chris. Again, thank you, of course, for chiming on in. Here is the 1-0. That is inside for ball 2. 2-0 count. It is hot, apparently, in Pittsburgh. One guy has a fan. Just a classic fan there. 2-0 count. That's what he's doing over and over. Ramirez at 28 pitches. Again, not really a great performance. Hoping for a better 7th. Here is the pitch. Chopper, and that is going foul. Butterfly, I don't know if you're still here or not, but how is Rhino Stream going? No, he's doing some preseason. As Ramirez sets on the 2-1, kicks and deals. That is inside ball 3. So 3-1. Brewers got the lead. Yeah, no, I saw that earlier. Brewers are fighting back again. The Mets have just been struggling. They are clinging to the lead. Here's the 3-1. That is ripped foul. Friedel again looking for his first hit of the day. So 3-2 count. Left for a bit of lots of bots. Oh, I bet NFL, I don't know what. They need to fix that on YouTube. They need to figure something out. Same with college, man. It's bad. 3-2 count. Ramirez rocks, he sets, kicks, and deals. That's low for ball 4. He walks him again. Just Ramirez, not really a good performance today. Let's see. Gavin Lux will be at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 0 for 2 with a walk. Batting .275, OPS of .733, 4 homers and 42 RBIs as Ramirez looks over at first, kicks and deals. That is in the dirt. Oh, the ball gets away. And looks like Friedel will take advantage. Again, a breaking ball just off the glove of Davis. So unfortunate. Again, just a breaking ball way inside, almost hitting Lux. 1-0 count. Runner on second. Ramirez delivers. Chopper to second. Tosses to first for out number 1. Does move the runner to third. So again, the Reds looking like they're not done with the run column. That will bring up Ellie De La Cruz, again, batting .279, OPS of .822, 19 homers and 74 RBIs. De La Cruz is 2 for 3 on the day. Has 2 runs, knocked in a run earlier. Ramirez kicks and fires. That is in the dirt, ball 1. Wow, indeed. Again, Ramirez just not on his best stuff. 1-0 count. Ramirez sets, kicks, and fires. That is outside for ball 2. 2-0. Looks like the Pirates are warming up another pitcher. It's about time, if I had to say anything about it. 2-0 count. Ramirez rocks. Ramirez sets. Ramirez kicks and deals. That is inside for ball 3. Reds are playing small ball. Yeah, they're just. I mean, they've been just a lot of hits in the same inning. Really, that's been what's been killing the Pirates. They've been scoring in bunches. Here's the 3-0. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Shame they didn't score. It is a shame. Butterfly pulling for the Reds. 3-1. Ramirez rocks. Ramirez sets. Ramirez kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. Approaching 2 hours on game time. The pace of the game has kind of slowed down ever since Ramirez has entered the game, so I blame everything on him. 3-2. Here's the pitch. That is low, ball 4. So De La Cruz will walk. That will bring up a guy that homered earlier in this one, Miguel Andujar, 2 for 2. Can't remember what happened. Was he hit? Yeah, he was hit by a pitch. 2 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. Again, had a home run earlier. Batting .305, OPS of .790, 6-7 homers, and 30 RBIs. It looks like Kelly is actually going to come out now. Thank goodness. Ramirez just not on it today. So we're going to see a pitching change in Pittsburgh. Reds leading 7-4 over the Pirates. As it looks like it'll be Marte coming in to relieve them. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. What you get in return is, well, you don't pay me anything. You get live streams and, of course, that's pretty much it, actually. I don't really do anything else. Live streams and I guess a little bit of the shorts section. I've been doing all of the NFL power rankings. Release number 10 today, actually. The Steelers, number 10 on my power rankings going into the NFL season. The Bengals actually had them at 11. I'm sure the Bengals fans in here scoffing. Guess I should show you the standings for the past few years and show you how your defense is. But again, I do acknowledge that the Bengals are pretty good. I do think they will make the playoffs this year. That is interesting. If the Bengals don't make the playoffs this year, like what would you guys be thinking? You know, if Burrow plays a whole season, you know, the Bengals don't make the playoffs. That'd be very interesting. I wonder how the Bengals fans would be reacting to that. A sack fly and get a little more comfortable here. I imagine we get a double play. It would be nice. I just don't see it happening. I just have lost faith here today. I don't know. Marte, he's usually pretty all right. Ramirez, just not a good day today. So, by the way, Butterfly, so my wife has recommended for football streams, and it's going to sound really stupid, in order to take care of the bots, I have to ban the football emoji. Which I am against, but that would probably take care of the bots. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I would hate to do that. But that might be the play, to get rid of the bots so they don't spam. All right, Marte is on. Here is the pitch. That is upstairs, ball 1. Miguel Andujar again at the plate. He homered earlier. Can show you Marte's stats for the year. Hasn't really pitched much. Has appeared in 4 games, 3.1 innings. Hasn't allowed a run yet. 0.6 ERA, or at least a run of his. Marte sets and fires. Chopper, and that is just foul. So you get, she has recommended to ban the football emoji for football streams. That way the bots can't be promoting. because the bots all use the football emojis. Like every single message includes the football. So she thinks that would get rid of it. What do you think? I'm against it, but it would indeed take care of the NFL and college football streams. 1-1, Marte sets, and he's going to step off as he's trying to keep an eye on De La Cruz. Again, Andujar has been really good today. One and one count. Andujar fires. That's going to be yanked to left. And that is foul. That one was crushed. Again, Andujar's homered earlier in this one. He's, again, 2 for 2 on the day with a home run. He also was hit by a pitch. 1-2 count. Marte fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Curveball in the dirt. That is a huge out there for the Pirates. And that will bring up Austin Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 3 on the day. He's batting .253, OPS of .755. 10 home runs and 44 RBIs. Marte sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bots do help with views. I've heard we have to hide them once they come in. I think they offer websites in this. Yeah, I mean they do, but they also have like what they use is the football emoji, so that would take care of it. So bots do help with views. I got you. I don't know. It's just kind of a knowing. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside for a ball. De La Cruz is going to take second base with ease. I just don't like that they sub and then unsub. You know. I don't know. I'd rather them not even sub because I just hate the fact I don't know who actually, like how many humans subbed. You know, here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. So they'll sub, and then you'll see that just slowly go down. It's like, oh, it's a bummer. It is what it is. 1-2 count here. Marte and trying to get out of Ramirez's mess. Marte looks back at second and fires way upstairs for ball two. You know, you made it when you start to track. Yeah, I know, right? It is what it is, though, huh? The more views, the better for the channel. I gotcha. And I'm just worried about it, I guess. 2-2 counts. Marte sets, looks back at second, and fires. Ground ball to third. IKF throws to first for out number 3. So Marte is able to get out of Ramirez's little problem as we head to the bottom of the 7th where the Reds still lead 7-4 over the Pirates. You're right. I mean, I shouldn't worry about it. I guess I'm worried about multitasking, you know. So, I don't know. There's that. It is what it is. I'll have to deal with it. Again, once again, folks, if you like what you see, if you're a sports fan, I invite you to press that subscribe button. It is free. You won't have to pay a dime. I also invite you to press that like button. That one is very helpful to the channel. I do appreciate you guys, of course, for even clicking on this live stream. Helps out this little channel a lot. Thank you very much for being here. Hopefully I've done a decent enough job for you. That's pretty much it. Again, if you're a football fan, also definitely do that as well. If you're already like, well, baseball season's kind of coming to an end. Well, great news. Football's here, and I will be doing a lot of football, and you guys will be voting on a lot of games I'll be doing. At least one game you guys pick every single week, voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So subscribe so you have a lot of say in what I call. I have some big channels with 700 subs. I gotcha. That's why I like grammar mistakes, misspell words, skip words. I am lost, Steve. I'm sorry. I guess I just missed 700K. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, we're losing by a field goal. Be nice. Get Chris Boswell in there to kick it through the uprights to tie it up. Would be nice. But yeah, folks, again, if you are a fan of sports, definitely subscribe to the channel. See, that is not what I wanted. I want to go back here. Want to see how Quinn's still 1 for 6 there. They aren't throwing the ball anymore with him. That is unfortunate. All right, looks like we're returning to Pittsburgh, where again the Reds lead the Pirates 7-4. Reynolds, Cruz, and Gonzalez going to be due up. Okay, looks like we're not turning to Pittsburgh. What the heck happened? They returned to Pittsburgh, showed a overview of the entire stadium, and then they cut back. Now we're back. Okay, I don't know. I cannot stand the Pirates broadcast. It's so bad. Again, Reynolds batting .242 OPS of .687, 11 homers, 56 RBIs on the season. Pirates will get one's hopes up and then smash your hopes into the ground. Yep. They have so many people, so they just let them ride. I gotcha. I just don't have that. But yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't be worried about it. I'm assuming we have a pitching change. I don't know why it took so long there. Well, no, that's the... Yeah, that's right. 7th inning. The 7th inning stretch probably happened. So bear with me, folks. 1 for 13. What are you talking about? 1 for 13 of what? In scoring position? I don't know about that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm assuming we're going to get back to the game eventually, folks. I'm sorry. What the heck? This is a nice shot, though, of the bridges. Showing a lot of Pirates fans there. Well, at least, you know, standing. I don't know about the seats. Kind of showed it earlier in the Pirates. Yeah. As again, the Pirates, middle of the order will be due up for them. Yeah, I'm assuming the 7th inning stretch took forever because, I mean, they are still warming up. Like, I don't even know if we have the same pitcher, and I'm assuming it is still Mole, so I don't know. All right, again, Reynolds is 2 for 3 on the day. Road to 7-8. Yeah, we'll see. That sounds like the Steelers whenever we're 2-6. The road to 7-8. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. As we're back in action here, Mole is back on the mound. Reynolds again 2 for 3 on the day. As Mole sets, kicks, and deals. That's inside for a ball. So ball 2, 91 on the gun. 2-0 count. Here, Brian Reynolds. It's had a pretty nice day. Mole sets and fires. Reynolds hits this to right, and that is going foul. Yeah, there's a lot of empty seats now. I'm looking at it. Hamid again, a lot of faith in the Pirates. I appreciate that. As a Pirates fan, though, I don't really have much faith. 2-1. Here is the pitch. That is way inside for ball 3. So Reynolds working the count here. Trying to lead off here. Get on. Anyway will work. Hit, walk, hit by pitch. As Mole, deep breath, kicks and fires. That's inside for ball 4. We will take it. That will bring up O'Neal Cruz. Cruz is batting .206, OPS of 700. 18 homers and 50 RBIs. It'd be nice to keep his OPS above 700. Again, he has been struggling for the past month. He's 0 for 3 today. He showed a lot of frustration. Lefty on lefty, though. Here is the pitch. That's in there for a called strike at the knees. 93 on the gun. Again, there's a runner on first here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. Mole sets and delivers. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Curveball out of the zone. Mole's going to ask for a new ball. This chair. I need WD-40. I don't know where it went, but it is gone. 0-2 count. Reynolds takes his lead. Mole will set. Mole kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is curving foul. There's only one team that's ever satisfied at the end of the year, and that only lasts till the beginning of next year. That is true. That is true for every sport. 0-2 count. Mole sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out as his struggles continue. That OPS is now below 700. That will bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's 2 for 3. He's batting .282, OPS of 738, and 5 homers and 19 RBIs. And looks like we're going to see a pitching change. So Mole will exit. Pretty good performance. No, pretty much ever since Littell has exited, the Reds bullpen has done a good job. So a pitching change in effect. Again, the Reds lead the Pirates 7-4 here in the bottom of the 7th, 1 out. The new pitcher, his name is Luis May, 3.57 ERA, whip of a 1.47, 1-0 on the season. He pitched earlier. That was Friday, I believe, or was it Thursday? I can't remember if that was Thursday. That was Thursday. Pitched 2/3, or less than an inning, I should say. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits allowed in Thursday's game. So we'll see again if the Pirates can keep it going. Again, the trends, I'll go ahead and hide my face. You know, the Reds scored runs and the Pirates scored runs. Then the Reds scored a run, and then, you know, we'll see again if it follows suit and what had happened earlier. Again, it's 7-4. We are in a pitching change, so bear with me, folks. Nick Gonzalez will be at the plate whenever we do return. He's been pretty good today. Again, he's 2 for 3. And once again, folks, if you haven't done so already, press that like button, press that subscribe button. Everything like that helps the channel out a lot. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. Unsure. It'll probably be Pirates Brewers. So we'll see the red hot Brewers. I know they were kind of coming back on the Mets earlier, so that is good news for the Reds fans. Again, the Reds definitely need the Mets to continue to lose. The Mets have been just struggling. They have been a mess. So we are returning to action here in Pittsburgh, where the Reds lead 7-4 in the bottom of the 7th, 1 out, as May sets, kicks, and deals. Checked his swing. That is inside, ball 1, 97 on the fastball. May again a 3.57 ERA. Opponent batting average 215. May fires. That's a low for ball 2. So 2-0. Two and 0 count. May delivers. Chopper to third. Throws to second. Throw to first is not in time. They did get the leading runner. So Reynolds is out. Gonzalez takes his spot at the cost of an out. That will bring up Jack Sawinski. Sawinski is 2 for 3 on the day. Has an RBI as well, batting 128, OPS of 500, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Road to 7-7. I think we're not going to lose. We'll see. I would love to believe you, as May delivers. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1, 98 on the gun there. 0-1 count. May delivers. That's low, but that's called a strike below the knees, and that one really wasn't close. 100 miles per hour on the gun. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. Way outside for ball 1. Again, Sawinski's had a pretty good day, 2 for 3, but definitely need him here to continue that. May. I think someone called for time because they're just showing, here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to be foul. Again, I'm very sorry. They show everything at the last minute in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the worst. Why is Pittsburgh Sportsnet so bad? I don't know. Anyway, 1-2 count here. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 1 man on. Sawinski at the plate. May sets and fires. That is outside for ball 2. So 2-2 count to Jack Sawinski, Captain Jack. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 3. So Jack doing a good job working the count. Count is full. Jared Triolo is on deck. He's 1 for 3 on the day. It's May sets. Kicks and fires. Check to swing. Did he go? Sawinski's going to first. I'm assuming he didn't. He did not. Sawinski draws the walk. Good stuff. That will bring up Jared Triolo. He's batting .179, OPS of .552, 3 homers, and 13 RBIs on the season. As there's, again, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Triolo at the plate. May sets and fires. That's inside for ball 1. Triolo again 1 for 3. Singled in the 4th. Scored a run as well in the 4th. As May sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's low for ball 2. So 2-0 count. May looks back at Gonzalez. Kicks and fires. That's low for ball 3. That one was just below the zone. 99 on the gun. May looks back at Gonzalez. And fires. That's inside. No, he called it a strike. That one was well inside. I was just so excited to call it, but no. Oh, my goodness. 3-1. May sets, kicks, and fires way outside ball 4. Oh, my goodness. I would have lost it. All right. Bases loaded. Henry Davis is actually going to be pinch hit for. Andrew McCutchen is coming to the plate. And it looks like they're going to have a little mound visit here with May. So they're going to, again, bring it up Andrew McCutchen as he's getting loose in the on-deck circle. So a pitching mound visit here. My bad, mound visit. I will try to get you the stats when I can. Pirates fans giving McCutchen a standing ovation. It's been a while since I've really seen McCutchen have a good game. The stats, though, are staying the same. So, I mean, I guess I'm just calling games that he does poor, and then whenever I'm not watching, or when I'm watching, or again, when I'm not watching, he does well. So, I don't know. All right, McCutchen's batting .247, OPS of .713, 11 homers, and 39 RBIs. Andrew McCutchen, can he be clutching? I guess we'll find out in a few moments as Graham Ashcraft is warming up in the Reds bullpen. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, May sets and fires. That's low for ball 1, 100 miles per hour below the knees. 1-0 count to Andrew McCutchen. May sets and delivers. That's low for ball 2. May has had a lot of trouble here locating the zone. 2-0. Can the Pirates legend come through? 2-0. May sets, kicks, and deals. That's outside ball 3. May just cannot find the strike zone. 101 miles per hour. But it doesn't mean anything if you can't find the catcher's mitt. Let's go, Bucks. Lot of chants. Loud chants. As loud as you can be. At PNC, here's the 3-0. That is outside ball 4. He has walked in a run. As it's now 7-5. That will bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Kiner-Falefa is 2 for 3, and that's going to do it for May. Francona has seen enough. May was very inspired by Johan Ramirez as he's going to exit. Again, another pitching change here in the bottom of the 7th. So, again, the Pirates showing some life here. Again, 7-5 is the score. We'll see if the Pirates can tack on another. Or, yeah, hey, that'd be nice. Once again, folks, if you haven't done so already, 1, press the like button. That's a good button to press. That is a really good button to press. You really should do it. Like, I encourage you. Number 2, it is free, by the way, to press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button right now for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. I've, of course, again, been doing baseball since opening day, and we'll be doing a lot of football that you guys will be voting for. You guys will have a lot of control over the football games I call, so definitely do it. Again, it's a lot of sports. You can see it on the ticker right now. NFL, NCAA, and MLB live streams. This is what I do. Definitely subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys for even clicking on the live stream. That helps out so much. I do appreciate you guys. Hopefully, I see you in the next one. Again, the next one is not scheduled yet, but I will be doing Pirates Brewers tomorrow. I already made up my mind. So we'll be doing that. Of course, again, for the Reds, if you guys can stay in it, I will be doing some NL wildcard, teams that are battling pretty much for the NL wildcard. So I will be circling back to you. Look at me sounding like country bumpkin. Circling back to you guys if you guys can, keep pace, and you guys are, as of now. Again, the Mets are struggling. All right, the new pitcher is Graham Ashcraft. He is 6-4 on the year, 4.01 ERA, whip of a 1.46. And again, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa coming to the plate. He is 2 for 3. That jump was a mistake, yeah. Ashcraft sets. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 90-mile-per-hour breaking ball. Jeez, Here we go. Road to 7-7. Yeah, no, Mohammed, you know what you're talking about. Here is the 0-1. IKF hits this to center, but it looks like Friedel is already under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing there on that one. But the Pirates do indeed push across a run, as it's now 7-5. Reds leading the Pirates. Any more one at-bat pitching appearances? Yeah, the Pirates will win. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, folks. We'll see. Oh, man. Hey, you know what? The Pirates are at least fighting. Again, 11 hits for the Pirates today, 5 runs. The Reds, 7 hits and 7 runs. So, again, they've been taking advantage. All their runs and hits have really been coming at one time. Multitasking. Oh, no, you're good. Again, Butterfly, thank you for stopping by. Never apologize. Again, I know. I'm just entertainment. You guys can turn me off at any time. I'm just a guy calling a game. This is not the end-all, be-all. Again, due up for the Reds will be Marte, Steer, and Trevino. But again, once again, folks, if you have not done so already, press that like button and hit that subscribe button. Currently happening, the Royals and Twins tied at 3 apiece in the bottom of the 10th. They are in extras. Orioles leading the A's 2-1. Braves leading the Marlins 7-1. Astros currently over the Yankees 4-1. Tigers leading the Angels 9-3. White Sox leading the Indians 5-3. Mets up 6-5 on the Brewers. Again, the Brewers coming back. The Phillies lead the Rangers 3-2 in the top of the 5th. And that is all for now, as the rest of the games are scheduled to start very soon, but not happening as of now. All right. Again, I don't know if we'll see a new pitcher for the Pirates. Again, Joey Bart will be in, so that's always good to see. Yay. As again, Andrew McCutchen was batting for Henry Davis. Bases loaded twice, no earned runs. That is correct. That is indeed correct. Trisk. Noelvi Marte will be at the plate as Marte is delivering. That is in there for a called strike. Marte batting .278, OPS of .805, 7 homers and 30 RBIs on the season for Marte. Had an RBI double in the 6th. Marte delivers the 0-1. That's in there for a called strike. 0-2. So 0-2 counts. Marte has yet to allow a run this year. I know it's like I'm trying to set up the announcer's curse. I'm not. I'm just letting you guys know, hey, that is a fact. No earned runs for him. 0-2. Kicks and deals. That is way upstairs for ball 1. Royals and Twins are tied 4-4, currently in the bottom of the 10th. Yes, just saw that earlier. 1-2. Marte kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left. Pham on the run, and that one is foul. Oh, man, I was about to be so embarrassed. Looks like the same guy has won the ball twice over there. Look, that guy is good. Yes, Garcia and Pasquantino. Okay, the Royals looking like they may come back. I did a lot of Royals games. They got a lot of viewers as well. 1-2 count. Marte kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back as it stays at 1-2. One and two count. Marte sets and fires. That's upstairs for ball 2. 84 in the gun. Again, 7-5 is your score here in the top of the 8th. As Marte sets and delivers. That's going to be poked at and fouled back. Marte again has been pretty good this year, hoping he can keep it going. Ramirez on the hook for the loss, and well deserved that would be if that were the case. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to drop for a base hit. Pham there to throw it back in. So a leadoff single for the Reds. That will bring up Spencer Steer. He's 1 for 3 on the day. It's batting .237, OPS of .689, 13 homers and 52 RBIs. As Marte sets. Looks back and fires. That is upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count to Spencer Steer, again, the first baseman for the Reds. Looks back, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there on the inside corner for a called strike. 84 miles per hour, so nice off-speed pitch there Marte, Muncy, Diaz, Lowe, Smith. That covers about half the MLB. Yeah. You memorize those names, you're good. 1-1 count. Marte. Or Moretta, pardon me. That is going to be upstairs, ball 2. Moretta, not Marte. 2-1 count. Spike that like. Definitely spike it. Spike that like. Like that like. Click that like. Here is the 2-1. That's going to be hit to left. Pham is going to watch this go, and looks like the announcer's curse is indeed real. That ball is gone. I brought it up earlier. Hadn't allowed a run all year, and you know what? I definitely deserve that. A 2-run shot by Spencer Steer, as it's now 9-5 over the Pirates. You could kind of feel it. Again, he was kind of just missing location. Again, he was just kind of wild with it. That is so unfortunate. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to call the poll because, you know what? It's looking like the Reds may win this one. That is tough. All right, that'll bring up Jose Trevino. He's batting .251, OPS of .693, 4 homers and 15 RBIs. I don't know what is going on, but all right. There we go. Moretta. Rock sets, kicks, and deals. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. It is true now that I think about all those guys with those last names. Yeah, they are studs, man. They are. They're really good. Usually. 1-0 count. Moretta sets and delivers. That's in there for a called strike. Don't let the Reds score this inning. Oh, no, that already happened, unfortunately. 1-1 count here to Jose Trevino. 0 for 3 on the day. Moretta kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That one way out of the zone. Again, Moretta has really most of his pitches this inning have just been outside. And then when they've been in the zone, they've been pretty much right down the middle. 1-2 count. Moretta delivers the 1-2. That's going to be hit to left. Pham is under it, makes the catch for out number 2. Oh, pardon me, out number 1. What am I talking about? It's already been that long. Pardon me, out number 1. I apologize. All right, that will bring up Brian Hayes. He's batting .231, OPS of .562, 3 homers and 39 RBIs. This game approaching the 3-hour mark, which is kind of long for today's game. Here is the pitch. That is upstairs, ball 1. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, yeah. 9 to 5. The standard time. Unless, of course, you're a teacher. That is not the case. Here's the 1-0. That's in there for a called strike, or most jobs, honestly. 9 to 5 doesn't really exist in my area. It's really random hours. 1-1 is the count. Moretta kicks and deals. That is way upstairs, ball 2. Again, Moretta just does not know how to find the strike zone. 2-1. Moretta rocks. Moretta sets. Moretta kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that is a foul ball. 2-2. One out here in the top of the 8th. Again, the Reds now leading 9 to 5. As Moretta sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be popped up. Gonzalez is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. And that will bring up TJ Friedel, and looks like that may do it for Marte. Yep, Marte is going to be yanked. I don't see why. I mean, I already have 2 outs, and it doesn't even matter. But we're going to go to the bullpen. TJ Friedel coming to the plate whenever we see who is coming up. 9-5 is the score in Cincy, or in Pittsburgh. Cincy leading Pittsburgh 9-5. Jeez, what am I doing? Probably did when the song came out. I didn't even know that was a song, to be honest with you. Again, the Reds leading the Pirates 9-5. Steer, of course, with a 2-run home run. Looks like it'll be Ryan Borucki, the pitcher for the Pirates, to finish out the 8th, and maybe he'll be out there for the 9th. I'm not too sure. ERA of a 4.60, whip of a 1.16. Once again, folks, if you haven't done so already, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay, baseball and football. That is what I do on this channel, so definitely do that. If you haven't done so already, press that like button, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for even clicking on this video. I do appreciate you guys. Thoughts on Mike Yastrzemski? He's a good player. I like him, but he just this year hasn't really played well. Yastrzemski has been struggling. I'm going to go ahead and look back, and Quinn Ewers is 5 for 18. Oh, man. I need to... Wow, that is not good. Oh, man. All right, looks like we're returning to action here in Pittsburgh. Reds leading 9-5. TJ Friedel batting .275, OPS of 766, 10 homers and 38 RBIs. Dolly Parton, it was a movie. Yeah, no, I don't really, I know my wife, she loves Dolly Parton actually, but I not much of a country person, despite living in Texas. Again, Borucki, the pitcher, as he'll face the lefty TJ Friedel. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Reds again leading 9-5 as Borucki rocks, Borucki sets, and fires. That's upstairs for ball 1. One and no count here to the Pennsylvanian TJ Friedel. Borucki kicks and deals. That's in there at the knees for a called strike. 95 on the gun. Borucki sets on the 1-1 and fires. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2, 80 miles per hour on the breaking ball. Looks like Friedel is going to ask for time on the 1-2. Again, the Reds with a 2-run home run here by Spencer Steer to extend the lead 9-5. Pirates definitely going to have to look good here in the bottom half of the innings, as that's going to be fouled back. So once again, a 1-2. Matt Capps going over some of the pitches there. It's a pretty good closer back in the day for the Pirates. 1-2 count. Borucki rocks. Borucki sets and fires. That's going to be a broken bat single up the middle for a base hit. Friedel gets his first hit of the day. That will bring up Matt McLean. He's taking over for Gavin Lux. He's batting .227, OPS of 650, 11 homers, and 38 RBIs on the day. Does a little bit more than country. Just have to take a look at 82. Oh, okay. I got you. I'll have to, I don't know. I may have an idea. Here's the pitch. That is going to be upstairs, ball one. 1-0 count. Again, runner on first here in the top of the eighth. 2 outs. Reds leading 9-5 over the Pirates. Barucki sets. Looks over at first and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 93 on the fastball. Just getting the outside corner. 1-1 count. Barucki looks over at first. Looks over again. Kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike. 1-2. McLean again entering as a defensive substitution for Gavin Lux. As Barucki sets and fires. That's going to be poked to right, and that is going foul. And this game is probably going to pass the 3-hour mark. That is rare, honestly. Usually games now at 2.5 hours. Sometimes a little less. Of course, they're a little bit more. A lot of runs today, though. 9-5 as Barucki delivers the 1-2. Ground ball to short. Tosses to second for out number 3. All right, again, the Reds with a 2-run home run thanks to Spencer Steer. So we head to the bottom of the 8th, where the Reds, of course, lead 9-5 over the Pirates. Due up in the bottom half of the inning will be Spencer Horwitz, Tommy Pham, and Brian Reynolds. Once again, folks, if you haven't done so already, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Lots of that happening on this channel. If you like baseball, if you like football, definitely subscribe for more of that. Definitely do that. And I'll have to make the thumbnail. But again, I'll be doing the Pirates and the Brewers. I believe that is in Milwaukee tomorrow. Haven't really looked at the schedule. So let me see. Let me see what's going on. That is Tuesday. Let's go for Monday. Yep. Look at that. Haney and Peralta. Yeah, the Brewers might score a lot of runs tomorrow. Who are the Reds got? They got the Phillies. They got the Phillies. Okay, well, hey, guys, I know a guy that calls Phillies games. Play-by-play with JJ. He's in my, it's on the front page. You can look at some approved streamers. If you guys want some Reds games for the Phillies, definitely check out that guy. He's got you covered. If you are a Phillies guy, or if you're a Reds fan, he will be taking you. He'll be doing the Phillies and Reds games. He does it. He does a great job. He's really good. Just sharing some of that. Again, I'll probably be doing some more Reds games in the near future as long as the Reds can stay in the NL wildcard. I'm sure they will. Yeah, they're winning today. The Mets, how are they doing? The Mets are clinging on. So we'll see. All right, Spencer Horwitz is going to be at the plate. As Ashcraft kicks and deals, that is going to be in the dirt, ball 1. So 1-0 count here to Spencer Horwitz is 1 for 4 with an RBI in the 4th inning. Ashcraft sets and fires. Horwitz hits this to right center, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Friedel has it thrown to second, and Horwitz is safe. Look at that. The leadoff double for Spencer Horwitz. And that will bring up Tommy Pham. He has struggled a little bit as of late. He is 0 for 4. Today batting .264, OPS of .705, 5 homers and 33 RBIs. We're going to leadoff double for the Pirates. Not giving up is Ashcraft. Sets, looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's outside for ball 1. One and 0 count. That was Horwitz's 15th double of the season. Ashcraft sets, looks back at second, and delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Marte is going to throw, and looks like Horwitz is going to be held up at third. So runners on the corners for the Pirates. Runners on the corners with nobody out, and that will bring up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds is 2 for 3 with a walk today, batting .242, OPS of .689, 11 homers, and 56 RBIs. As Ashcraft sets, kicks, and fires. Breaking ball in there for a called strike on the inside corner. 90-mile-per-hour slider. That is just that is tough to hit. And 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk, has come across the score. Ashcraft kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left. And that is caught for out number 1 and left, and that was just too shallow. So Horwitz couldn't do anything there. Broke his bat. All right, that will bring up O'Neal Cruz. He has, again, struggled a lot as of late. He is 0 for 4. Batting .205, OPS of .699. Seeing that OPS dip below 700. 18 homers and 50 RBIs. As Ashcraft sets, kicks, and deals. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 90-mile-per-hour slider. Again, that is so unfortunate. That used to be a fastball just about 20 years ago. 0-1 count. Ashcraft delivers. Big swing, and that was foul tipped, actually. So 0-2. 99 on the fastball. And runners on the corners. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Reds, of course, leading 9-5 for the Pirates. Do have a great chance here to try to get a little bit closer, make the job a little bit easier for them in the bottom of the 9th. Here is the 0-2. Chopper. And that's going to get through for a base hit. And Cruz definitely... Oh, and Marte fumbles the ball, but I don't think we saw the runner move to third. So Cruz needed that one, as it's now 9-6. Gonzalez coming to the plate. Now he is 2 for 4 on the day. I don't know if we'll see a mound visit or anything. Batting .281, OPS of .735, 4 homers, and 19 RBIs. As Ashcraft sets, looks back at Pham, kicks and deals. That is way upstairs for ball 1. 98 on the gun there. Cruz at first, Pham at second, 1 out. Gonzalez at the plate. Ashcraft delivers. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. Road to 9-9. Yeah, there we go. When the Steelers have an 18-game schedule, there'll be a lot of that, I think, going on in Pittsburgh. Road to 9-9. 2-0 count. Here is the pitch. Ground ball, and that is fouled. Two and 1 count. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. Again, the Reds up 9-6 for the Pirates. I've already put up a run in this inning. Gonzalez stepping back in. Ashcraft sets. Looks back at Pham. Kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike. 90 on the slider. Again, that is just... Man. For today, Pirates lose. Pirates will probably lose, unfortunately. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. As Gonzalez staying alive. That was a nice pitch on the lower outside corner. 99. Two and 2. Ashcraft rocks. Ashcraft sets. Ashcraft kicks and deals. Inside ball 3. Almost hit him. 98. Three and two. Ashcraft rocks, sets, kicks, and stepping off, and he's going to get booed. Trying to make sure catching Pham a little bit sleeping, but not quite. Again, Pham was back. All right, 3 and 2. Ashcraft sets and fires. That's in the dirt. Ball 4. Gonzalez bat flips the walk, and once again, the Pirates have bases loaded. And I see a coach coming out. I think that's going to be Francona. No, that's not Francona. So the pitching coach coming out to talk with Graham Ashcraft, the Reds pitcher. Jack Sawinski is 2 for 3 with a walk and an RBI today. He has had a really good day. He's batting 128, OPS of 507, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. This is a huge one for him. We got the rally caps on, the inverse baseball cap. There will be no earned runs here. Trisk not feeling the comeback. And Jack Sawinski, deep breath, stepping in. Cruz and Dela Cruz sharing a word at second. Gonzalez at first, Pham at third. Ashcraft sets and fires. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 92-mile-per-hour slider. Jack Sawinski, career with the bases loaded, batting 200. 2 homers and 20 RBIs. Ashcraft sets and delivers. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh and 2 counts as Sawinski steps back in. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Ashcraft fires. That's going to be hit right to second. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and he throws it away into the outfield. Pham is going to score. Cruz is going to score. 2 runs will score. Gonzalez is safe at second. Oh, my goodness. What in the world? No earned runs, and this guy actually called it on an error. Unbelievable. Trisk is a genius. Just a shot right to McLean, and McLean just throws it, trying to double up Cruz there. Just a hot shot right to McLean. There you go. You can see the description of what just happened there. Sawinski lies out to the second baseman, and then, again, McLean throwing it out in the left field. 9-8 is your score. Triolo at the plate. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, my goodness. What in the world? It's a 1-run game. Trisk is amazing. He will be here all week. Thank you. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 91-mile-per-hour slider. Again, Sawinski crushed that ball to second, but right at the second baseman, who just decided to play catch with the left fielder, apparently. Oh, man. Gonzalez at second, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Ashcraft rocks. Ashcraft sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, but the Pirates taking advantage of an interesting decision and an interesting throw by the second baseman. It is 9-8. Those baffling buccos. Yeah, there we go. Not battling, they're baffling. Unbelievable. That was pretty crazy. I'm like, oh, man. As soon as Sawinski, I'm like, oh, man, nice hit. And right to the second baseman. Then he turns and throws to second and decides to sail it way over Ellie De La Cruz. And Ellie is 6'5" and has a huge wingspan. I mean, I can only imagine. 3 bases loaded. I know, 2 innings, no earned run. I know, the Pirates have not been good with bases loaded, but hey, despite that, it's only a 1-run game. It'd be nice to see the Pirates win. Wow. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for even clicking on this video. But again, a lot of play-by-play on this channel, so definitely subscribe for more of that here. It is happening. We're doing a lot of baseball. We're doing a lot of football. And you guys vote on football games. So again, I'll be here. Hopefully you'll join me. The new pitcher for the Pirates will be Cam Sanders. I'm not going to say anything about his stats. We're not even going to jinx it. If you're able to look at the screen, I'm leaving it up there for a few seconds. We're not going to bring up the stats because what happened earlier was pretty tragic. Cam Sanders, the rookie, will be tasked with keeping this a 9-8 game. As again, Dela Cruz, Andujar, and Hayes will be leading off or due up here for the top of the ninth. Mohammed, I have no idea. I'd love to see a Pirates win, but we'll see. It's, you know, I've seen worse. Ellie Dela Cruz coming to the plate, batting .279, OPS of .823, 19 homers and 74 RBIs on the season. As the Pirates broadcast is zooming in on Matt McLean in the dugout as Sanders sets, kicks, and kneels. That is way inside for ball 1. Ellie is 2 for 3 on the day. 2 runs, an RBI, and a stolen base. Good for relievers, right? No earned runs. Yep. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 2. 2-0 count to Dela Cruz. Sanders rocks, sets, and delivers. That's going to be hit right to first. Horwitz is going to try to beat Dela Cruz in the bag, and he does for out number 1. Of course, he had a head start there. All right, that will bring up Miguel Andujar. He has been pretty good for the Reds today. Again, hit a home run earlier. He is 2 for 3 with a hit by pitch, batting .303, OPS of .793, 7 homers and 30 RBIs. Sanders kicks and deals. That is low for ball 1. 1-0 count to Miguel Andujar. Again, a 3-run shot in the 3rd inning. 1-0 count. Sanders delivers. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1 is the count. Go, go, go. We are Pirates. Even though it's not like the song, that reminds me of that Pirates song. Here's the 1-1. That's inside for ball 2. Like, you know, root for my home team. A new Pirate generation. Yeah. Yep, haven't really done much with that song. 2-1 count. Sanders sets and deals. That's inside for ball 3. Three and 1. Sanders likes to sign. He will set, kicks, and deals. That is upstairs, ball 4. So Andujar walks, and that will bring up Austin Hayes. He is 0 for 4 on the day. He is batting .252, OPS of .752, 10 homers and 44 RBIs. Runner on first, top of the 9th, 1 out. Again, the Reds up 9-8. It's been a pretty good game. A lot of runs. And Sanders delivers. Breaking ball inside for ball 1, 81 on the gun. For me, the win is not possible. You're right. I will never win. 1-0 count. Sanders Looks over, kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike. 95 on the gun. This dang chair. 1-1 count. Sanders sets and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit as Pham tosses it in. That was Austin's first hit of the day. And that will bring up Noel V. Marte. He's 2 for 4. 2 for 4 on the day. He's batting .282, OPS of .812, 7 homers and 30 RBIs. And we do have a mound visit here as Oscar Marine's going to come out and check on Sanders. Brewers take the lead. There's no way the Brewers, the Mets are just so bad right now. Oh, man. Yeah, Hammer, it's a close one. Oh, man, you've missed a little bit of a crazy last inning. Looked like it was all doom and gloom, but Matt McLean, the second baseman, decided to play catch with the left fielder, and that allowed the Pirates to score 2 runs. That was a pretty amazing moment. Pirates probably wouldn't be... It would probably still be 9-6 if it weren't for McLean with the 1,000 IQ play. As Sanders is back on the mound against Marte at the plate. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Here is the pitch. That is inside for ball 1. What do I do if the Pirates lose today? I've seen it happen. The Pirates, if they lose today, it's like, okay, I've seen it before. It's nothing new. 1-0 count, Sanders. Kicks and deals. That's inside, but that's called a strike. Well, that's a favorable call for the Pirates. Scratch that ball was found. Wow. Oh, man. That is tough. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to center. Cruz is backing up at the wall. That one is out of here. Oh, my goodness. Noel V. Marte with a 3-run shot. And the Reds are back up by 4 as they lead 12-8. That is a killer. This has been 26 combined hits for these two teams. The Pirates with 14. The Reds with 12. 12 hits, 12 runs. Mets still leading. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. You are good. As that will bring up Spencer Steer. As Sanders kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. OPS of .699, batting .239, 14 homers and 54 RBIs on the season. Gone taking my hopes and dreams with it. Oof. That is tough, Denny. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going foul. You're convinced this is just stupid. Look, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think there's going to be much scripting with a random Reds-Pirates game on a Sunday afternoon, but hey, a lot of hits. The third Marte, yes, and that's going to be way outside, ball 1. So both pitchers, by the way, for the Pirates that entered today with a 0.00 ERA have seen that advantage. They both allowed home runs. Interesting. 1-2 count. Sanders kicks and deals. That's low for ball 2. 2-2 count. As Sanders delivers. That's going to be fouled back as the count remains at 2-2. Again, Steer 2 for 4 on the day. He's had a pretty decent series, I'm pretty sure. It's 4 for 12. Okay, well, he had a good day yesterday. So 4 for 8 in his last 2 games. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit to second. Gonzalez, he's just going to have to eat it. It was a little blooper. And Steer with smiles as he's now 3 for 5. That will bring up Jose Trevino. Trevino's batting .250, OPS of .690, 4 home runs, and 15 RBIs on the season. Remember back in the day when we had a bullpen we could trust to keep a game close so long ago, like a week or two? Yeah, those were the good old days. The good old days. Here's the pitch. That is going to be upstairs, ball 1. Back in my day, the Pirates were 15 games below 500. Nowadays, yeah, that's the same thing. 1-0 count. Sanders sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. 1-1 count here. Again, the Reds up 12-8. If you like hits, we had a lot of hits today, a lot of runs. 12-8 is your score. As Sanders delivers. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 1-2. Sanders at 23 pitches looking for a second out of the inning. Sanders sets, looks over at first. Kicks and deals. Ground ball to short. Triolo throws to first. Not in time. Again, that would have been a really tough play. Moving to his right, firing to his left. An infield single. And that will bring up the former Pirate, Brian Hayes, probably the last time he'll be batting in this ballpark this year. Batting .231, OPS of .561, 3 homers and 39 RBIs. As Sanders sets and fires. That is upstairs for ball 1. Now it's tied. The Brewers coming back. Okay, so Mets are still falling apart regardless. Isaac Matson is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Sanders rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss for a strike. Strike 1. Suter and Pagan are warming up in the Reds bullpen. 1-0. Here is the pitch. Checked his swing. He went. Strike 2. 14 likes. Yes, no. Thank you guys so much. Can we get like 15? Appreciate you guys again for stopping by today. Maybe we'll make a push for 20. That would be pretty cool. 1-2 count. Sanders sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right. Sawinski towards the foul line. That one is foul. Oh, man, almost hit the lady that was just covering her head. I think it's more important to try to keep your eye on the ball rather than just to definitely watching it when you're doing this instead of, oh, maybe I should probably move. Anyway, 1-2 count here to Brian Hayes. Again, runners on first and second. 1 out, top of the 9th. Sanders sets, kicks, and deals. Way outside for ball 2. We need more likes. 37 likes. Well, that would be pretty cool. If everyone here pressed that like button, that would be awesome, actually. That would be pretty cool. Can everyone do that? If everyone that is here that hasn't pressed it, go ahead and press it. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That is inside, ball 3. Mets are finding ways to lose. Brewers finding ways to win. Brewers and Dodgers on a collision course. I still think I'm still leaning Phillies, but the Brewers again, they are hot. 3-2. Here's the pitch. That is inside, ball 4. And I have to imagine that's going to be it for Sanders. Again, Sanders, not a good performance. The bullpens today have just been pretty bad. And, yep, Kelly's going to come out and take him out. It is free to press a like, folks. It is also free to subscribe. As, again, we do have a pitching change. Matson will be taking over for Sanders. Just not a good day for him, allowing his first runs in the major leagues today. Pitching change underway. They'll be right back. I'll be right here. Again, folks, if you like what you see, press that like button. You probably see a symbol that looks a lot like this. press that button. Tap it right now. Definitely spike that like. Gently tap it. Whatever you like to do. And if you haven't subscribed, press that subscribe button. I'll be here for pretty much the rest of your lifetime. Look at that. I'm going to be calling games for the rest of your life. Do it right now. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. Pirates, Brewers. And, of course, if you are a Reds fan, my pitch to you guys is that, again, if you guys are able to stay in the NL wildcard, which it looks like that's going to be happening, again, with the Reds, of course, probably going to win today, and the Mets losing, you guys are only going to be a game and a half back if those scores stand. So I'm sure I'll see you guys very soon. So, yeah, that's my pitch. And, of course, if you're a Bengals fan, I got you at least twice this year. And, again, you guys will be voting on NFL games every single week. So after the Steelers game, what game am I calling? I don't know. You guys will be making that decision. So, again, if you're a fan of sports, hit that like button and also press that subscribe button. It will cost you $0.00. Nothing. It won't cost you a dime. I'm just that nice. Hammer hates the Phillies. Yeah, no, I guess the Phillies are winning. All right, again, the new pitcher is going to be Isaac Matson, 2.28 ERA on the year, 3-1 record, whip of a 1.05. I didn't mean to back that out. Oh, well, it happens. And again, this will be Friedel, T.J. Friedel at the plate. As Matson sets and fires, that is in there for a called strike. Friedel, again, 1 for 4, batting .273, OPS of .769, 10 homers and 38 RBIs. Phillies are there too. Yep, I can't carry debate. Yeah, no, again, it's just a lot of solid teams in the NL. Here's the 0-1. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. He voted that I call the Galaxy game. Oh, there's no poll for that. I might dabble in soccer later down the road, but not right now. 1-1 count. Matson kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 2. I'd like to try to call at least one game. I mean, I'm going to call one hockey game randomly sometime in January or February. I don't know. We'll see. I can't promise. 2-1 count. Matson sets and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that is going foul. Again, the bases are loaded for the Reds. They're looking to add on to this 12-8 lead. 1 out. Some different demographic. Yeah, no, I definitely would for sure. Matson sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside ball 3. 3-2 count. Tell you what, whenever I learn a British accent, I will call a soccer game. I'll work on it. 3-2. Matson kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that is once again fouled back. Again, this game has been going on for a while now. Over 3 hours for sure. 3-2. Matson. Inheriting bases loaded. Can he keep it stranded? Here is the 3-2. Outside ball 4. Looks like he does keep the bases loaded. Unfortunately, he walks in a run, so it's now 13-8. The Bengals. A touchdown and 2 field goals. The Steelers did score a touchdown and went for 2. McClain is coming to the plate. He is 0 for 1, batting .226, OPS of .649, 11 homers and 38 RBIs. Matson sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right. Sawinski is under it and makes the catch for out number 2, and looks like the Bengals have tacked on the extra point as it's now 14-8. Actually do soccer all year round all over the world with betting. Oh, really? Yeah, no, I like soccer. I can watch soccer. I love soccer. I watch the Premier League. I watch a little bit of MLS, maybe not as much this year because I've been doing this. But I played soccer back in high school when I was a lot more in shape. When I weighed a 160 as a senior, now I weigh a lot more than that. But no, I don't know how I'd call it, though. I don't know. I'd have to really listen to the broadcaster. Says Matson sets, looks over at first, kicks and deals. That's going to be outside, ball one. 1-0 count. Again, Ellie is 2 for 4. 2 singles, 2 runs, an RBI, and a stolen base. Matson sets, kicks and fires. That is outside, ball 2. Got a $50 free bet I have to use on MLS, so I put it on LA. Can't stand. Oh, I gotcha. Who did the Galaxy play tonight? I guess I can try to look at the ticker here. 2-0 count. Matson sets. Looks over at first and fires. That's going to be hit left and foul. Let me see if I can. Hold on, guys. Two and one. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit left and fouled yet again. That's good for me. So 2-2. Probably are annoyed by this, but I do apologize. Hold on one second. You'll like the poll, I think. 2-2. Matson sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. All right, again, the Reds just pummeling the Pirates in this inning with 5 runs as we head to the bottom of the 9th. The Reds lead 14-8. All right, got a new poll up. Maybe you guys like it or not. I don't know. Just curious on what you guys think. Again, the Pirates are going to probably not win this game. Would be an amazing comeback, but I don't know if that will happen. Again, feel free to vote. How will the Steelers-Bengals season series go? Steelers sweep, Bengals sweep, or they split? If anyone wants to vote, feel free to let me know. What do you guys think will happen in 2025? I think they'll split. Personally, I think that's just kind of my thing. Looks like the first vote is in for the Bengals sweeping. I could see it. Rhino, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. You don't remember who they play? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And thank you for stopping by. How's your game going? It started a baseball game, ended with a lacrosse score, yeah. Go Pirates, split. Sorry, the Pirates and yeah, no, it's just not looking good. So, looks like we have 6 votes in, so 4 of them have went to split. 2 of them for a Bengals sweep, so the Steelers fans here just have no faith. I might have to vote for the Steelers on my own poll just so we can get somebody in there. Jeez, get to 500. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Thank you, though, Rhino. Bengals have too much firepower for the Steelers. Well, I don't really think that's impacted them the past few years, though. I do respect your opinion, though, Mike. Thank you, of course, for voicing it. But again, the Steelers, not to pick fights here with the Bengals fans, but the Steelers have kind of owned the Bengals since the 21st century has kicked on. Yeah, really forever. But, with Ben, obviously there was a huge gap. I think, didn't the Steelers sweep them? No, they didn't sweep them last year. No, we lost in the final game of the year. I don't know. Yeah, I think a split is happening, really. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 1. This is Joey Bart at the plate. Batting .236, OPS of .637, 1 homer and 18 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is low for Paul. Suter is working really fast. Steelers will beat the Bengals at least once. Yeah, I think it's going to be a split. 2-0 count. Suter delivers. Bart hits this to right, and that's actually going to drop for a base hit. Joey Bart doing something for a change. That's always good to see. Mohammed thinks the Reds are cheating. I wouldn't know about that. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa batting .271, OPS of .645, 1 homer, 32 RBIs. As Suter sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit in between short and third. Look at that. So back-to-back singles for the Pirates. Hey, maybe we get some runs here. It'd be pretty exciting. And again, I do apologize. I know it's going to be kind of weird for a promo here. But again, if you haven't done so already, definitely like and subscribe for more baseball and football. I didn't promote myself earlier. So, again, that's what I'm going to be doing on this channel. And again, you guys will have a lot of voting power on what football games I'll be calling. Of course, it'll be every Steelers game. But again, you guys will be voting on the other games I call, as I'll be calling 2 every Sunday. And, of course, college football as well. That's just in a few weeks. As actually, we have a pinch hitter here. Here is the pitch. That's right down the middle for a called strike. This is Liover Peguero. Pinch hitting for Spencer Horwitz. What do I keep calling the Bengals? I guess I should call them the Bungles. But the Bengals have been pretty well. Here's the 0-1. Checked his swing. He did not go 1-1. Are you talking about the Reds? Talking about the Reds. Well, I mean, right now we're talking about the Bengals. It's just for fun, you know, Bengals, Steelers. A 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. Ground ball right to first. That's a killer. There's one. And got him. Double play. That is a killer. That is a killer. Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Hey, you know, everyone, of course, has their own opinions on everything, so. But, hey, I try to do the best I can as far as calling games. Of course, again, I understand everyone's not going to agree with me. But I just think, you know, the Steelers are definitely going to split for sure. As Suter sets, kicks, and deals. That is low for ball 1. Again, that one was just a killer there, a double play. Reds will probably win. Yes, GG's in the chat. As Suter sets on the 1-0. Kicks and deals. That is low for ball 2. 2-0 count. Again, thank you for stopping by. As always, B. Jenkins. Appreciate you, man. 2-0 count. Suter kicks and deals. That is outside, but that's called a strike. Pham, again, 1 for 5 on the day. Again, the Pirates have had a lot of hits. The Reds have more runs. Suter kicks and deals. Pham fouls this one back as the Pirates are down to their final strike. 2-2 count. Suter fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is once again fouled back. Yes, sir. Enjoyed it. Have a great. Hey, you as well. Thank you very much. 2-2. Reynolds on deck as Suter sets, kicks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That will do it for this one. The Reds fight back and split the season series. This series, not the season series. 14-8. The series, of course, 2-2. It looks like the Mets and Brewers are tied at 6. Wow, that is crazy. Again, thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Again, if you haven't done so already, press that like button. Do it right now and hit that subscribe button for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. I'll be back tomorrow, of course. Again, I really do my best to try to be on here every day, and for the most part, that is the case. So I haven't missed a day in the past, I think it's 12 days now, 13 days. I could be wrong. Again, thank you guys so much. I see I got some subs today. Again, thank you very much. That really helps. We're trying to get to 500. Would be awesome to get it done by September 4th. That is football season. I think it's doable. So, again, if you're a sports fan and you haven't done so already, just press that subscribe button. It is going to cost you nothing. to do so. Good game, good call, good night. Yeah, thank you, Denny. Thank you very much. Again, thank you guys for just again, the likes. I appreciate it. But that will do it for me. You guys all have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully your team wins unless they're playing my team. So, yeah, good luck against the Phillies, Reds fans. Again, that's going to be a big series. Again, I probably won't be calling any of those games, but again, I will call a Reds game for sure later down the road. I know it's going to happen. Definitely check out, let's see, Play by Bo. JJ does a great job. He's going to be calling the Phillies games for you guys, Phillies, Reds. So check him out. Of course, check out Rising Round. Check out all these channels. Do it right now. They're all really good. So, yes, I will catch you later. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Pirates Brewers right here on Dr. Delay.